Good evening. Welcome to CMAX Sports for tonight's game between the Roosevelt Rough Riders and the Fresno High Warriors. I am Fred Clark doing the play-by-play. Next to me is Mr. Danny Alberti. He will be doing the analysis of the games. And Danny has a rich background, a longtime football, soccer, and track coach in the 2016 Fresno County Educator of the Year. So we're going to have some good insight to the game. Currently, right now, we're at Ratcliffe Stadium. This is a beautiful night for football. Temperature at 73 degrees. And right now we have both Fresno High and Roosevelt's bands out on the field for our national anthem. And Danny, what do you think of this game tonight?
You know what, Fred? This is one of the greatest high school rival game, from my understanding, of the Mississippi River. How far back is that? This is the 89th game.
And in all of those games, Fresno High has an advantage of 46 wins to 42 defeats, and I think they have one or two ties between them. And unlike the last several games, this one is for the NYL Championship, and we're going to take a break here for the national anthem. A nice rendition of the national anthem. And Danny, having two bands work together for national anthem, how difficult do you think that'd be?
You know what, since this game is such a big rival game, I think it was more of a competition between the bands. It looked like I see more Roosevelt band members than I see Fresno High. But as you can see, they're all mixed in together. That was real beautiful, Fred.
Well, as you know, I'm really not much into music, and it's one of your passions, so you have a little bit better eye that than I do. Now back to football here. This game tonight, Roosevelt comes in with a 7-2 record. They're 4-1 in league. Fresno High 5-4, and they're unbeaten in league. So Roosevelt wins this game tonight, and they'll be co-champions. But as you know, Danny, if you're co-champions with a team that beat you, pretty much everybody knows who the real champion is.
Yeah. You know what's amazing, Fred, is from the history of high school football, when was the last time Roosevelt won league?
I think it was in 1953.
I knew it had to be a couple years ago. Yeah, not quite a couple years ago. Boy, I know it's been a while.
Now, I think in 10 years after that, 1963, they had an undefeated team, but they had an ineligible player, and they had to forfeit the season. And here come the Warriors on the field.
They look fired up here, Fred. Fresno High look like they're ready to play tonight.
Yeah, they're ready to play, and now from the south end, here come the Rough Riders.
I don't know, Fred. I see a little bit more swag on the Warriors side.
Well, I'd attended both of their practices this season, and there was real intensity on both sides. And Fresno High, they were making all kinds of noise Wednesday in practice. I saw Roosevelt earlier in the week, and it was the same. Both these teams wanted it bad, and you could watch when they were warming up. They were ready. Both teams are focused. And Fresno High they started the season out 0-4, and in some of those games, they played, we're going to be totally candid here, Fresno High's schedule in non-league was much tougher than Roosevelt's schedule. And they started out 0-4, and they've won 5 games since. And they played some real good teams, and they were competitive in most of those games. Roosevelt, on the other hand, their opponents weren't quite as tough, but when league started, they've dominated, except for that one game that they lost. They've had scores that were a little bit more dominating against similar opposition than the Warriors did. And what do you read into that?
What's amazing is when the last time you've seen Fresno High and Roosevelt play for a league championship.
Oh.
I think that's the most exciting thing for me tonight, to be able to sit here and maybe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 15 years ago, I was a coach at Fresno High, and I know how big and rival this game is. This is a big game, Fred. I mean, if you're a Warrior, you should be on fire right now. If you're a Rough Rider, you should be on the same fire.
Well,
I'm on fire.
Well, I was at a game when both teams were 0-9 going in, and it was a full house at Sunnyside, and it was raining outside.
Doesn't matter. It's a pig game. It's a pig game. If anything you learn at Fresno High is you want to play in the pig game and you want to win.
And in this game, you win this, and you're undisputed NYL champions with momentum going into the playoffs next week.
What more can you ask for?
No, I can't think of a thing.
What more can you ask for?
And we're getting ready to tee it up, and both teams are excited, as Danny alluded to.
I think Fresno High is receiving it.
Our short kick to the 14-yard line. Running to the right side. Got a little bit of a hole. And he's going to be brought down about the 36-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice return, Fred. 36-yard line going in. Momentum. Let's see what Coach Marquez got first play. I think it's going to be a big play, Fred. I really do.
You think he's going to go for it all?
I think he's going to go for it.
All right. Well, Roosevelt is one of your better prepared teams. They have not given up a lot of points, except in that one loss that they had to Hoover. When they lost to Kerman, it was 22-21 in overtime. So they've been real stingy on defense. Fresno is just coming out of an I formation, quarterback under center.
Fred, a trick play, Fred.
Yep.
What did I tell you, Mr. Clark? Oh, my God.
Yeah, the play was designed well. The ball was just a little bit underthrown.
Nice flea flicker.
Yeah, you seldom see a flea flicker to start the game.
Start the game, but if I know Coach Marquez, he's putting it all on the line tonight.
Yeah, we'll see this one again. Yeah, he had his man open by a couple of steps.
You got to come back and get that. You got to come back and get that one, Fred.
Yep.
Same formation. Oh, Fred. Oh, my God. Nice run.
That was number 21, Max Villanueva, just a junior, and he's going to be your main ball carrier in the Warriors offense. He always falls forward, seldom gets caught for a loss. That's going to be first down yardage for the Warriors at the 48-yard line.
As I said, Coach, Mr. Clark, Coach Marquez, keep it very simple. He either punch you in your mouth or he just keep it simple. I've seen both in the last 2 plays.
Well, that's his style. Joe Marquez is quite the offensive coach, does his homework. Got the pass again, a little bit of pressure.
There it is.
To the outside. He's got
wide
an open man
wide
downfield.
open.
That ball's going to be ruled down by contact. That was Devon King. Big game for the Warriors.
Fred, that was a simple drag route, tight end drag across the middle.
42 yards and a first down. The 14-yard line.
Quarterback keep. That was a gain of a yard or two, Fred.
A lot of distance for, well, they're going to give him a little bit more, down to about the 10-yard line. I thought he got a favorable spot on that.
I think Fresno High going to throw the ball more tonight. They look good throwing the ball. 21 again.
It's Villanueva inside the 10-yard line. Third and about 7 yards to go.
They actually could pick up a first before they score here.
Yes, they could.
Oh.
Quick out pass.
Oh, there it is.
Some room. He's going in, and that's a touchdown for the Warriors.
Touchdown Warriors.
That was Isaiah Gonzalez.
There is a flag on the play. I didn't see anything, Fred. Did you see anything?
No,
for a flag to be thrown?
They're talking it over, and I don't think there's going to be any change here. The referee, Tim Mathers, is coming over to talk to Coach Marquez.
Touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Roosevelt.
And so the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will be added to the kickoff, I would assume. Lining up for the extra point is Angel Flores. Snap took a while to get down there, but the kick is good.
And it's good.
It's good.
Fred, that was some great play calling by Joe there on that series.
Their quarterback of Brown did a good job putting that ball down. That's just what the Warriors wanted to do to get started. I mean, you go 65 yards in 7 plays and get 7 points on the board. There's that replay right through.
Yeah, PAT. Right down the middle.
As a former special teams coach, you enjoy seeing a PAT going right down the middle.
Most definitely. Kickers are athletes too.
Well, especially at this level, and this goes back to you, 40-some years ago. We're not going to give that away. You're on the field, and at this level, you don't usually just have somebody out there kicking. Now, when you're kicking the ball off at the 45-yard line after that 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, is this a play that you want to have a little bit of fun with? Maybe try an onside kick up the middle, or you just want to kick it out of the end zone and make them go from the 20?
Fred, if it was me, I would try to put it in the corner and pin him in the corner.
All right.
Because if you kick it out the end zone, they get it at the 25. You actually didn't take an advantage of that 15 yards. But I would try to keep the ball at least in play.
Okay. Problem with kicking it to the corner is then they get it at 35 if it goes out of bounds.
Right,
yeah.
right. I think the kicker just showed you, Fred, that he's probably good from 35 yards out.
Yeah, he's got some leg there.
Yeah.
We'll see this kickoff again here on replay.
That's a great job. That's a great job. I love that.
Yeah, pin him down to the 20. Make him go 80 yards here. That's going to be Giddens going to the outside, and he picks up about 6 yards.
Great run.
Behind Giddens for the Rough Riders.
And the Rough Riders, Danny, are going to show us a bunch of different formations. Sometimes you'll see a dozen different formations in the first dozen plays. really makes it tough to defense against. They go with a lot of double tight end sets. Now we have 2 to the right, a couple of tight ends.
Ran right down it, right at him. And he's out of here.
And that's Giddens again, and it looks like he's going to go all the way. That tightens things up considerably. 73-yard touchdown. That is Dejon Giddens. And we're going to see this again right here. Broke 2 tackles, and there he goes.
He broke 3 tackles.
The first thing the coaching staff does on something like that is they're looking back there for flags.
So was I, Fred. I must admit.
That's Tolbert in for the extra point, and it is good. And 2 minutes and 35 seconds in, and this is a 7-7 game.
9 minutes and 25 seconds remaining for the score tie. Warriors 7, Rough Riders 7.
Now, once Giddens broke containment there, that last man for Fresno High should just went by, tried to grab an ankle or swat an ankle because he wasn't going to run him down.
Well, I knew once he broke the tackle at a free safety, there's nobody else back there.
Yeah. Well, we're on the Fresno High side on the large west grandstand of Ratcliffe Stadium, and it got kind of quiet here. Another short kick down to the 15-yard line.
And we're coming this way, Fred. I see a wall. I see a wall. One guy to beat.
That was Cameron Brown on the return. And once again, the Warriors have good field position.
Looked like he was 1 block away from there, Fred. 1 block away.
Yeah, he would have got picked up. That tackle would have got picked up. He could have went some distance.
Oh, my God.
Back to pass is wide open.
Wide open. Wide open.
Pass incomplete. Make it 2nd and 10.
I told you, old Coach Joe, he's mixing it up, Fred. He's got me guessing now.
Well, that's why he got the job. That's Nate DeHara at quarterback for the Warriors. Now the Warriors have a trip to the left, single back. And that'll be Villanueva again. Gained about 2 yards.
Villanueva on carry.
I'm trying to figure out, Fred, who didn't tackle him on that play.
Pretty much. The Rough Riders, they swarm to the ball on defense. It brings up a 2nd and 8. 3 receivers wide left for the Warriors. Pass is completed up about the 45-yard line.
That's completed to Isaiah Gonzalez.
That's Nate Gonzalez, and that's going to be first down yardage again for the Warriors. There we go. There. Put the ball right where it needed to be.
Right where it needed to be. Yeah, trips right. Nobody's covering the inside guy. No one's covering the inside. Runs a drag. Wide open.
Again, that's Gonzalez again. Breaks the tackle. Gets down well into Rough Rider territory about the 36-yard line. We'll see this one again quickly. Harris goes back. Gonzalez does a good job making his first man miss. Fresno High single back. There, he's going to hand off to Villanueva again. Right up the gut.
He's averaging about maybe 4 or 5 yards a carry, Fred.
And you can't ask for anything more than that.
Man, I got a little excited over here. This is a great game so far.
Second down, 5 yards to go. Once again, Nahara back, fakes the handoff, takes
quarterback keep,
takes off around the end, gets down inside the 20-yard line for first down yardage. Nice gain.
Brandon Ignorota goes around the right side, getting out for a Warrior first down. Tackled by Gerardo Cifuentes.
It's a first down now for Fresno High at the Roosevelt 19, and Roosevelt is not. They have not got comfortable on defense yet. Fresno High is keeping well off balance. They're really calling they're
very off balance,
mixing up the plays, and Roosevelt's having trouble responding right now.
Okay, trip left. Last time they went to the outside receiver.
Yeah, and we have another mismatch over there.
Slot guy's wide open. And we're in. And we're in.
He's going in for a touchdown. 19 yards untouched.
Touchdown Warriors. Matt Villanueva on the score.
Let's see this again.
Off tackle, Fred. Right off tackle.
And untouched.
Wow. Whoever would have thought that?
We have Flores in for the extra point. Stops down. And it is no good.
No good.
Wide right. See if we have that again and see what went wrong. See if we had a bad snap or a bad hold.
That's the 22. So with 6:59 remaining in the first quarter, scores Warriors 14, Rough Riders 7.
No.
So was it good or not?
Yeah, okay, we're going to have the replay. Now the ball's wide right.
Wide right.
Looks like it even skimmed off the right upright, Danny. So we're going to have to get that corrected. The score is 13-7. And we have, the scoreboard still says 14-7 here. I wonder if we missed something.
Well, if the ball hits the upright and goes to the right, Fred, that means no good.
And the referee signal's no good.
And he signal's no good.
But the stadium scoreboard still has 14-7. We have it correct here on, well, we had it correct on the scoreboard that you see on your TV screen. The score is 13-7 Fresno. And the Warriors kick off. Ball comes down at the 10-yard line.
Oh, my God. Did you see that?
Yes,
Red
I did.
Sea.
As Jason Perez found a little hole and got up to the 35-yard line.
Jason Perez returns it to the Rough Riders while he started on the 34-yard line. First and 10 Roosevelt at their own.
Looked like return middle. And there's the hole. All he had to do was just hit it.
Yeah, if he just could have bounced out to the outside, he was gone.
Outside.
Okay, first down for the Rough Riders at their own 34-yard line. That's going to be Giddens again. We have a flag down in the backfield. That's usually not good news.
They look like the same play they scored on, Fred. I think they came right back to it.
Oh, they waved the flag off. Must have slipped out of his pocket. Yeah, the clock is stopped. Now they got it going again.
And they fixed the score, Fred.
All right, good.
And they fixed the score.
So good. We have it 13-7. All is right with the football world.
comeback route. Great defense.
Maldonado overthrew his man, but it was going to be out of bounds anyway.
Maldonado's pass incomplete.
So this is going to bring up a 3rd and 9 yards to go for the Rough Riders. To state the obvious, a position no coach really likes to be into, 3rd and 9.
But if you know Coach Brent Center, he's got something up his sleeve.
He does.
Oh, he sit on it. And
It's going to be a complete pass, and it's going to be real close to first down yardage. That was Christian Becerra bringing it in, and it's going to be close.
nice.
That was a complete pass all the way, and the referees are having a caucus, and I'm not sure what's happening. I didn't see a flag.
Personal foul.
Offense.
Oh, we have a personal foul face mask on the Rough Riders, which is going to negate that apparent first down and put the Rough Riders back 15 yards to make it 3rd and about 24. That's the Rough Riders' 2nd major penalty of the night. Puts it back at the 19, and they have to go up to the between the 44 and 45 yard line to get the first down.
Here we go. Trips right from my view, which is trips left. Single coverage backside, Fred. There it is.
He's got his man. Well,
he was there and let it go. Oh, he was open, Fred.
Yeah, badly underthrown. Maldonado's pass is incomplete, and now we're going to see our first punt of the game. Rough Riders in punt formation. Fresno High should get the ball at good field position. Snap's good. The punt is off.
He's on the other side of the 40. Get around it in.
He's got a block. And he's wrestled down inside the 40-yard line to about the 37. The Warriors are going to have outstanding field position.
I don't think so, Fred. I see a flag out on the field.
And we know what that usually means. That was Dante Henderson on the return.
Tackled by Alvin Gonzaga. Gonna make it first down.
You know, Danny, this is one thing that I had a problem with earlier in the season in one of our games, and I hope it's not happening again tonight. We don't need to have the officials take long conferences. It was either a penalty or it wasn't. Make the decision, mark off the penalty, and get some football playing again. And they're still discussing it.
Where I'm from, yes means yes, no means no. Make a call, we move on.
Yeah. And if they make the wrong call, we have the benefit of the instant replay to rake them over the coals. So we have
Lily's
personal
hands
foul.
here. Penalties decline. Holding.
Holding.
Receiving team. First down.
Then we have also a personal foul on holding, which is going to be a spot penalty. So what was apparently great field position for the Warriors is not going to be. Yeah, the initial penalty was looked like a slap to the helmet.
Yes, sir.
So the Warriors will start at their own 45-yard line. Still good field position, Danny.
You know, the way Fresno High been moving the ball, it looked like they can be anywhere on the field.
Yeah, it's a matter of how long it's going to take them to get to the end zone.
Exactly.
Yeah, Roosevelt has not stopped them. They even had a 3rd and long yet.
Right. Every time they go to trips, they don't pick the inside receiver up.
And I know that was a concern of the Rough Riders earlier in the week. And here's Villanueva again, and he's going to get some yards. Yeah, Max Villanueva inside Rough Rider territory. And right now it looks like Fresno High is playing with 2 extra men, doesn't it?
Number 21 of the Rough Riders. Good enough for a Warriors first down.
I think if the Warriors go backside, Fred, now you got 3 receivers, and this guy's trying to cover 3 receivers on the weak side. There it is.
Right there.
There it is. If he get outside, it's a touchdown.
Which he is.
Wow.
That was Jordan Perez. Correction, that was Robert Torres brought that one in, and yet another first down for the Warriors down at the Rough Rider 25-yard line.
He flipped it, Coach. Brought it to this side now.
They spent a lot of time on huddle, breaking the Rough Riders down. Obviously.
Run. Pull it, pull it. Ah.
Yeah, there was some confusion in the Warriors' backfield, and they were lucky that they were able to maintain the line of scrimmage on that.
I think their passing attack is better than their running attack right now, because right now you're winning number-wise. Okay, now they brought side to this help, but now that's one-on-one backside.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want. See?
Rough Rider 10-yard line out of bounds at about the 7.
Number 3.
Another Warriors on the 7-yard line. First and goal, Warriors.
Yeah, Torres broke that tackle and got some serious yards. First down, first and goal.
Runs wide open now.
That was the hair on a keeper, and he got about a yard and a half on that. Bring up second down.
I think Coach Joe's getting a little too fancy right now. As long as he kept it simple, he was able to move the ball.
Well, he's got 2, maybe 3 more plays to correct himself.
Second goal, Warriors.
Trips left. Quick dive. Right through the 4-hole.
And we've got a timeout here on the field, and Fresno High was running out of time. Instead of taking the 5-yard penalty inside the 10, they were going to take timeout and talk about it.
Warriors 13. Rough Riders 7.
That's something we don't see a lot of, Danny. We got to see a timeout on a replay on a timeout. We'll take this opportunity before we start bashing the officials too hard. The referee is Tim Mathers. The umpire is Tony Montanez. The head linesman is Owen Ferraza. The line judge is Jonathan Jackson. And the back judge is Jesse Brown. They're having a little bit of a conference down about the 5-yard line. Fresno High called the timeout, but I think Roosevelt really needed that. Their defense has just been run through like a sieve tonight. As we haven't played 8 minutes of football yet, and Fresno High has just been dominating on offense, where the Rough Riders have not been able to slow them down. Okay, it's second down from the 6-yard line. Mejera takes a snap, going in himself, cuts back, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Remember, Fred, I said earlier, as long as Coach Joe kept it simple, these guys are moving the ball.
And that was simple and basic, and we'll see that again. Initially, it looked like the Rough Riders were playing for the pitch to come back to Villanueva. Mejera just tucked it in. fell into the end zone, and the Warriors have a 19-7 lead with the extra point coming up. There's a snap. Snap's good. The kick is up, and it is good.
And it's good. Fred, you know the last 3 possessions Fresno High has scored each time they got the ball. They have not punted yet.
3 possessions, and they haven't had a turnover to give them great field position. They even had a penalty that made them go a little bit more. So they've went 65 yards twice, and they went 60 yards once. And I mean, they've just outplayed the Rough Riders at every turn so far. And there's that touchdown again.
Simple, basic.
Now the Rough Riders got to be careful now. They don't want to go into panic mode right now and turn the ball over. They have to get back to doing what they do well.
It's almost the battle of the OCs. That's what I'm looking at.
Boy, you can see on the sidelines there's some big-time concern across the way on the Rough Riders side, and the Warriors right now, they're feeling it. They're confident, and they're on a roll. And here's the kick. Nice kick coming down about the 6-yard line.
Ooh.
Good coverage here for the Warriors.
But, you know, the Warriors had made contact at the 15, Fred. He broke that tackle. That had been great defense kickoff team.
Yeah, it looked like they had him about 3-1, and Ross was able to break the tackle.
Yes.
And get up to the 30-yard line. He got that extra, 14 or 15 yards all on his own. We'll see it again right now.
Not bad vision at all.
Couple of missed tackles. And back to live action. Pass out in the flat. Got a little bit of room ahead of him.
Oh, great defensive play there by Fresno High.
That was Cameron Becerra. Got about a 12-yard gain and a first down for the Rough Riders. And that last possession when they were 3 and out, and then the Warriors got the ball back and just ran it right down. That's tough on a team. We have flags down. It was
looked like Fresno High had 12 guys on the field, Coach.
All right. Yeah, there were flags everywhere. So.
12 men on defense.
And Danny, you were correct. That is the call. So the Rough Riders will have a 1st and 5 now.
Five-yard penalty against the Warriors.
So the ball's up at the 47. Magdaleno lined up right underneath center. He gives the ball to Chambers, and Chambers tries to scoot to the outside, and he may have picked up a yard.
Fresno High was waiting on that play. I think they remember that. That's probably the 6th time I've seen that play.
Isaiah Chambers goes around the right
Well, with
side.
Chambers and Gittens, when they scoot to the outside, when they've been able to hit off and get outside, that's been their bread and butter all season long.
But you notice most of those big plays, Fred, are going to the right side. I haven't seen anything coming to the left.
Which would tell you that's where their strength is.
Yes.
And Fresno High is, I assume, picked up on that. And as soon as you say that, the ball comes to the left, and now we have a loss of a couple of yards.
And we have a loss of a couple of yards.
That's Chambers again. And that's a loss of 3 on that. And they were waiting for that. Maybe that's why we don't have a lot of runs to the left side there.
Yeah, that's probably why you don't go to the left. Okay.
It's 3rd and 6 for the Rough Riders. Penalty on the play.
I don't think they were even set.
Yeah, I don't either. I think they were trying to go with a quick snap. And
3rd down.
when you go on a quick snap, you better have your own men ready to do it.
3rd down and 11 for Roosevelt.
So that brings the Rough Riders to a 3rd and 11 situation, back at their own 41-yard line.
Fred, you notice how calm Fresno High sideline is?
Yeah.
The coaches, whether, even though they're winning, it's like everybody's in game mode.
Yeah, no jumping around, no nothing. Everybody's focused. The coaching staff and the players. Magdalena rolling to the left.
To the left.
The ball is
out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, he's called out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
That was De La Torre pulling it down. Maybe we'll see this again, see how close that came. Oh, that's kind of close from there.
That was close, Fred.
Magdalena rolling to his left, throwing across the grain. The ball looked kind of like a punt, didn't it?
Last time Roosevelt punted to Fresno High, this kid almost took it back, Fred.
So, yeah. And Fresno High's not putting on any heat. They're just playing for the return. Ball is high, but catchable, and we have a return here. Had a little bit of a scrum on the crowd. Decent return. Ball's up at the 40-yard line for the Warriors. And let's see this again. And Danny, this is Fresno High's fourth possession, and the worst field position they had was their own 35. I mean, Roosevelt's given them great field position in this game.
Great justice.
We have a little fly sweep. That is number 8, Julian Diaz. Gets about 2 yards on that. Well, I'm generous with that. They may have given him a yard on it. 2nd and 9, but the Warriors have seldom had to go to 3rd down tonight so far.
Here we go back to Trips. Trips right. Pull it. Oh, nice run. Nice run.
That was number 28, Donovan Reynolds, and he is a handful. He was running low to the ground.
Fred, where did he come from, Fred? Where did he come from?
And, well, they lined up again. We may see it again. No, now the Harris going to the left, and nice open field tackle. That was Damian Ross, and he prevented what was going to be a big gain.
But if the quarterback would have had his hand up, Fred, the receiver was standing right there for a dump pass.
2nd and 8, Warriors.
Well, as you know, Danny, in high school you have a lot of situations where the quarterback isn't allowed to freelance very much.
Okay, that's what it is. There it is. There it is, Mr. Clark. There it is.
Oh, wow. That is Cameron Brown. Just how they drew it up. 43-yard touchdown pass.
Every time Fresno High go to trips to one side, they leave that backside receiver man up, and they always throw it to him, and he scores every time. If I'm not mistaken, that's Fresno High, 4th possession, and they have scored every time they had the ball.
Yes, they have. The extra point is good, and a look at the scoreboard with 16 seconds left in the first half. And the Fresno Warriors are just putting it to the Roosevelt Rough Riders 27-7. Who would have seen this coming? And here's the replay of the extra point. Everything was good. Snap, hold, kick.
I think the kicker probably going to need to put some ice on his leg, Fred.
The way it's going right now,
yes.
If we do the math and just quadruple the score, we're going to be here for a long time. And, the 3 out of 4 extra points, special teams have been kind of a weakness with the Warriors this season. They haven't showed it tonight.
Not tonight.
And here is the kick. Deep into the end zone.
Oh, my God. This kid got a foot on him.
Yeah, that Flores seems to be getting better with every kick. Now he's really feeling the adrenaline rush. You don't see in the NYL a lot of touchbacks. So the Rough Riders, again, they have 80 yards in front of them. 15 seconds to go in this long first quarter, especially long for the Rough Riders.
34 points between both teams first quarter. Where's the defense?
Okay, Magdaleno under center again.
Let it go to right side, Fred.
That's Gittens. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Behind Gittens, up the right side for 6 yards. And that's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, with the score.
That was about as flawless as first half as you could have for Fresno High, with the exception of that 73-yard run by Gittens. It's been all Warriors tonight, and I didn't see this coming.
Fred, if someone told me that Fresno High was up 27-7 on Roosevelt at a pit game, I'd be like, you're kidding me. Well, I'm here to witness it.
Well, a lot of these games we've seen, they've been some one-sided games, but never this one-sided so early. This really surprises me. I think back in 2002, Fresno High was at 41-0 at the half, but that was against probably the weakest Roosevelt team I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know, Fred. It might be the same high score, because I think Fresno High is on fire right now. And again, I spoke to you earlier about the sideline. I mean, these kids look so focused. I don't see nobody jumping high five, and they're just like, next score, next score, next score. Yeah,
let's take care of business. And something that I thought was going to hurt Fresno High when they have the seedings tomorrow is, even if they go in with a 6-4 record, they were concerned about their rankings, but their non-league schedule was tough, and they're doing themselves a big favor tonight. There's another handoff.
Right side again.
I couldn't tell if this was Gittens or Chambers, because he is buried by
a host,
black, gold, and purple.
A host of tacklers.
I still don't know which one it was. I'm going to say that was Gittens.
28-yard line makes it 3rd and 2.
So we're going to be to a 3rd and 2 situation at the 28-yard line, and huge play for the Rough Riders. They need to convert this for a first down.
And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Oh, depend on the spot.
Yeah, the spots can mean, and that last twist by Gittens may have given them the first down. It's going to be close. Wow.
4th down. And they're going for it, Coach. Fred, and they're going for it.
Well, right now, I don't think you have anything to lose, Danny.
Yeah, you can be down.
Yeah, you can
34-7.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, quarterback. Okay.
Magdaleno just took it himself, got a great surge by his line, got up to the 35-yard line, so the Rough Riders are still on life support, but they're breathing. Hold it. Can you be on life support and be, yeah, I guess you are breathing, but
yes,
they're in a bad way.
Yes.
Some of these things we say are so ridiculous, isn't it?
You know, half the time I don't even think.
That's the key to being a good announcer. Okay, Magdaleno fakes a handoff.
And backside post, and it's not there. Good try. You know what? I appreciate Roosevelt really going to try to go big, because you're behind, you have nothing to lose. You went on 4th and 1. Why not gamble?
And, you know, you've got Johnson had his man beat, but the ball was thrown a little bit too soon. Overthrown, 2nd and 10. I know what you're saying there, Danny, but Roosevelt's bread and butters against the run is running the football, and I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Well, they got an empty backfield coming up right now, so
yeah.
I'm sure they're not going to run it.
Unless
unless. And we're coming
Let's
to the
get
right
again.
side. And we're coming to the right side. That's their success.
Good run by Gittens again, getting to about the 46-yard line, and it's going to be close to first down yardage. They're going to be short by, well, now they're going to move the ball back to the 45. So they're short by about a yard and a foot. It's going to be Gittens again, and he's not going to make
No,
it.
he's not going to make it.
It's a little late now, and we don't have challenges in high school football, but I think they kind of got shortened on that spot on second down, and now it's going to bring up 4th and 1 again, and the Rough Riders are really, Denny, they have to go for it now. They haven't shown that they can stop Fresno High. So whether they have to go 60 yards or whether they have to go 45, unless they prove that they can stop them, you may as well do this.
I'm sure it's a quarterback keep. What do you think?
I do the same. Now, did Roosevelt take a timeout?
No, delay a game.
Delay a game, and now the Rough Riders are going to have to punt the ball away. Now,
Wow. I didn't see that coming.
no,
I didn't see that coming.
I would understand why you would try and draw them off sides, but if you haven't drawn them off sides and you got 3 seconds left, and although you don't have the clock, I think the coaches have a pretty good idea. We better take a timeout.
Yeah. Fresno High has really shown me a lot of discipline tonight, Fred.
Yes, they
A
have.
lot of discipline.
Yeah, their defensive line was outstanding on that. No jumping at all. They're just letting them punt it away, playing for the block, and it's a low hanging punt, and he's got room on the outside. Now he's cutting back across the grain, cutting all the way back, and he's bought himself even more room, and he's going to waiting for his blocks, being patient, and
Oh, that was one heck of a run. And no flags.
yeah,
There's no flags.
you have 3 cutbacks, no flags whatsoever. All the way down to the 15-yard line.
I think that young man has to run track.
You think so? And yeah, right now we have a water main that's broken on the sidelines of Fresno High at the 30-yard line, which is going to bring us all kinds of fun. In the meantime, the Warriors are lined up. We'll get back to the water main break in a few minutes as it's really starting to get wet down there. The handoff again, it's inside. Let me turn this over to big number 8, Donovan Reynolds.
I think that's 28, Mr. Clark.
Yeah, did I say 38?
You said 8.
I said 8. I was way off. Donovan Reynolds, number 28. And he pounds down for a few yards, and we have a temporary stoppage of action. Here's a quick replay. This is a replay of that punt return that we saw. That's Devon King, and watch him cut back all the way across the field.
That's a nice one. Great special teams there. Everybody's getting sticky. Everybody has someone.
Yeah, he's patiently waiting for his block.
Oh, nice.
Gave the Rough Riders time to get back a little bit. If we can get one of our cameras down to the 30-yard line right now, we've got a real water gusher going that could cause some problems later in the game if they don't get that taken care of, as we see it now on camera.
Well, they better hope the water doesn't get on those speakers, because those are damaged goods.
Could be a problem.
Those are damaged goods.
And it's going in all directions now, too. And we have an official timeout on the sidelines.
Fred, I want to give a little shout out to a couple of my friends that said they're watching the game. That's my buddy John Mason and his wife Dorothy Mason. I want to thank you guys for watching the high school football.
Heck, that's all right. That may have doubled our audience for the night.
Well, I know I have 2 fans out there.
All right. And my brother might be watching online back in Colorado if he hasn't fallen asleep for the evening. Probably past his bedtime.
Fred, this is a great high school game, man. I'm not even looking at the score. Just to see these two teams compete at a higher level. I know both the head coaches personally. I mean, this is high school football.
Well, you've coached with guys on both sides here. Coach Brandstetter was at Edison. He was at Clovis North. You have several former Edison coaches on both sides, so you know you've got a lot of relationships here, as do I. A lot of these guys are my friends here.
You know, it's kind of hard. I'm not going for either team. I'm just letting you know that ahead of time.
Well, the coaches are pretty much evened out on both, and now the water main has been repaired, or the water's been shut off, so we're back to action. It's second down and 7 yards to go for the Warriors at the 12-yard line. Again, the handoff to
that was
Villanueva.
Fake dive. It was a pass play on the right side trips.
Fake me out.
Yeah, inside guy, number 9.
And then it'd be Devon King again. Oh, that was good, Danny.
Yeah, it kind of had me till I seen him running.
That's why we're up here and not down on the field.
Oh, yeah. Okay, trips left, single back. Last time they did it, they threw it at backside post, touchdown.
Still 3rd and 5.
Oh,
and the Harris
did I call it?
He's got his hand open. You called that one. Wow. That was Cameron Brown again. You called that when they lined up.
You know, like you mentioned earlier, Fred, that I've coached with both of these coaches, and if I know Coach Joe, he's looking at what I'm looking at. Yeah, I think at halftime we may have to go down there and rub this kicker's legs down.
Again, the kick is up, and it is
good.
right through.
It is good. So, with 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half, scoring Warriors 34, Rough Riders 7.
And for the exception of a 73-yard run and a missed extra point, everything is just coming up roses for Fresno High right now. Special teams, offense, defense. See, the Rough Riders, when they punted, they have not got good coverage at all. And I think they're going to have to go for it on 4th down pretty much no matter what the situation is now.
Well, it's going to be kind of hard if they try to keep punting because Fresno High is not sitting anybody. They're just containing everyone at the front line.
Yeah.
And they're giving this guy too much room to run the ball. If it was me, I would put 2 guys on one side and have the kicker kick it to that side, and you got 2 going down. So he can't cut back. And that's it looked like Fresno High is a little faster on the field than Roosevelt right now.
Fresno High, their athleticism was, I think, unquestioned going back before the game, but I thought Roosevelt, because of their tight discipline in the pound the game, it would be a little bit different. There's Damian Ross again, gets the ball up near the 30-yard line for the Rough Riders.
Again, Fred, back to what I was talking about earlier. Look how disciplined Fresno High is.
Yeah, and last week, and this is why I didn't see this coming. And I'll elaborate a little bit more after this play.
29-yard line.
Left side, Fred.
Gittins again, and he's up. The ball was on the ground.
The ball was on the ground.
Are they going to rule it down or not? The ball's over the 35, and they're talking it over, and they're going to say the ball was down by contact. And if we have a replay, maybe we can.
Yeah, let's see what the replay says.
No, it's definitely. They're not going to change the call, obviously, by the replay, but we like to see it anyway. And here it is. Magdaleno hands off to Gittins, and he's in. He's tackled now. And the ball
that's
is
a
out.
fumble.
The ball was out. Wow.
Way out.
If this would have been college or the NFL, the red flag would have been on the ground, but it's not. Second and about 5. Magdaleno back. He's going long.
Out of bounds.
Yep,
Out of
out of
bounds.
bounds. You read that one correctly.
Ankle mount.
That was Ross. He had a step on his man, but
Out of bounds.
the field was
Incomplete pass, gonna bring
just
it up
a little bit too narrow for him.
33.
Fred, I just got an update on the Bullet Knights and Edison Tiger game. Bullet 14, the Tigers 7.
Whoa. Well, I saw Bullard practicing on Tuesday night, and that was a team that looked focused. They didn't look like they were playing out the string. They were practicing. They meant business.
Timeout called by
And you
the
know how
Rough Riders.
Coach Averax is pretty intense there anyway, but usually, and I've noticed this the past several years, Bullard doesn't have a lot of numbers. They play a real physical brand of football, and they tend to wear down a little bit. Okay, here's that last pass. Magdaleno.
You know, he's got to release that a little earlier, Fred.
Yeah.
He's got to get that receiver some room. Plus, the receivers got to at least get a quarterback some feel. He's got to stay on the field.
Yeah, that's the second one that was completed, but just out of bounds. We can see the stadium lights from San Joaquin Memorial here on one side and the VA over to the left, and I wonder how Memorial and Sanger's going. I think Memorial is just, this is 1 year, they're just big, tough, and physical, and I don't see Sanger being able to compete with them.
Well, Sangers, I think they're probably still thinking about that loss last week against the Edison Tigers.
Yeah, they're not used to losing to Edison, much less like that. They were really handled. That surprised me. Okay, third down and a long 3 yards to go.
Nice completion. First
Pass
down.
out to the Becerra again. He's up close to midfield. Give the Rough Riders a first down.
That kind of looked almost like the Fresno High play. Send trips to one side, single backside, throw it to the inside receiver.
And the way the things are right now, Fresno High is going to give them these all night long now. We'll see this again.
You know, Fresno High look like they're sitting in the cover too, Fred. So you're going to be able to get that. You got a guy on top and got a guy in front of that. Left side.
That's Chambers again.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Corralled at midfield.
Chambers got hurt on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 for Roosevelt.
Yeah, he's coming up limping. Going off to the sidelines.
It doesn't look good, Fred.
It never looks good when you have to hobble off on 1 foot and get over to the trainer's table.
No, when you meet the trainer, and the trainer doesn't meet you.
Yeah. I like that toughness, so he got off the field, hopping.
Coming to the right side, Fred. It's
Could
been
be
a success.
getting us again.
There's holding. There's a holding. There's a flag.
Yeah, this is going to come back.
Flag at the end of the play.
Offense.
Well, you saw that right away. You'll see this again, see if we can catch this replay. Yeah, Gittens had a big hole, and oh yeah, right there. What's bad about that penalty is he had the first down. His teammate was just trying to give him a little bit extra, and it's costing him. But it was a spot penalty, so it's still going to be close to a first down, and it is still first down.
Still first down. And that's again what we were talking about earlier about being very disciplined. If you're receiving, realize that your running back already has the first, then just get your hands up and get out of the way.
Well, fortunately for the Rough Riders, Chambers, who just limped off the field and over to the trainer's table, he must just popped his ankle a little bit because he's moving on the sidelines pretty well now. Every now and then he'll pop right back into place, which is still painful.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's not normal. Anytime there's a pop, that's not normal.
No. That's Armstrong, and he's got some yardage down inside the 20-yard line.
Pass complete to Greg Armstrong. Good enough for another Rough Rider first down.
I think Brent said I must have looked over at Coach Marquez's playbook. Some of these plays look familiar.
Well, they were back-to-back offensive coordinators at Edison under Matt Johnson a few years ago.
That's what it is. I remember the plays.
Yeah. Yeah, you coached with both of these guys, so you have a pretty good idea how their minds work.
Yes, I do.
Okay, single empty backfield for the Rough Riders, and Coach Brandstedter's not happy, and he calls for a timeout. Much more animated than usual.
You got to love it as a coach. You have to love that.
Well, right now, Coach Marquez, as we just saw, is having a lot better time than Coach Brandstetter is.
You know, life is easy when you're winning.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, again, Fred, I keep saying this over and over all night. I am so amazed with Fresno High sideline, how calm everyone is.
Yeah. Yeah, they look so calm and disciplined. Here's this pass again to Armstrong. Just went down there, pretty much laid down, waiting for it. Good yardage.
It looked like 2-1 wants to come in too early. I don't think he wants to come back in this game. I mean, this is where Roosevelt really need him right now.
Yeah. Empty backfield again.
We got twins, oh.
Yep, Gittens coming back.
Last time they ran out of this. Oh, they didn't. Post.
And Magdalena.
Oh, my, what a play.
Maldonado went down, and he just kept going back, and that's going to be a big loss of about 10 yards.
James Buffin with the sack. Knocked the ball back to the
You know, Fresno High kind of disguised that defense on it. They ran a cover one, and they went to a 2.
Yes, they did. Who was that ran Maldonado down?
58.
That was number 58, James Buffin.
Great play.
Now lost at 10. Second and 20.
Backside screen. Coming up hard. Oh, face mask. He didn't give it. He didn't call it.
Did they miss that? How? Okay, either his jersey was pulled out a foot or it was a face mask. I want to see this one again, too. Now, there was no gain at all.
Because the parents cannot hear.
Wow. Well, I guess we're not going to find that one out.
We need to put a stamp on that, Fred.
Yeah. As the Rough Rider coaching staff went berserk with that. Okay, the pass out, that's Perez. Flags down again.
That's out in the flat to Jason Perez. Flag on the play.
Let Tony know.
Okay. The initial call appears that it's going to be on Fresno High. Nope, now they're waving it off.
You know what, Fred? I think at halftime, you may have to go down and talk to those officials. That's third time tonight they waved flags off.
I don't think any of them are going to be inviting me out for a post-game drink anyway, Danny. Maybe I better stay up here.
You know what? I will enjoy your company.
That's not said by many people these days, but I'll take it. Okay, fourth down
and we're going to throw it.
Fourth and long and into the end zone. Did he hold on to it? That's going to be a touchdown for the Rough Riders. Did they ever need that? That was Howard right in the corner of the end zone.
That's the second one. Am I right? Or am I close?
Close. There it is again.
Fred, you gotta get that guy some defensive guy. That was a great play.
Yeah, I mean, he was in his face. That was just a good catch by Howard. Extra point is no good. Seemed to have a little bit of trouble with the mechanics on that, didn't they? I think the ball was snapped a little low.
No good. So with 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
Okay, there's the touchdown again in the corner.
Great toss.
Warriors 34.
Oh, my God. What more can you ask for? That's great ball.
Yeah, because that
Great
was
ball.
good defense.
Yes.
The hand was right there. Howard just looked the ball in. Great concentration.
Onside kick here, Roosevelt. Let's make this out of a game.
Yeah, I
Let's
go
make it out of a game.
Yeah. Heck, everything is started from at least the 35-yard line, so I'd go onside. No matter what, even if the Warriors get the ball, the Rough Riders have got to try and stop them here, but I'm with you.
It might happen, Fred. He's over on the right hash. So your overload is on your left side.
Sure enough.
And Roosevelt has the numbers. If you look at it, they're 6 against Fresno High 3.
Senior cheer and band parents, please make your way if you haven't come to the north side of the track
Yeah, and
to meet Mama B.
I think we're going to have something a little weird going on.
Senior cheer and band parents, please go
Yep,
to the north
here
of
it
the
is.
track
No.
right now.
Yeah. Let it go out of bounds to get it 35. The worst thing that could have happened.
Okay, you've got
So out of
two
bounds.
special teams guys up here, and we both just threw our hands in the air like, what was that? Wow.
And what's strange, the ball was put on the right hash. He kicked it all the way across his
Kick
body.
out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Kicking team, ball will be placed at the 35-yard line.
I don't know.
Okay, if I'm not... Fresno High, what, 5 for 5? 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns?
That is correct.
35 yards.
And you got 242? Let's see if Coach Joe can pull a rabbit out of his hat.
Yeah, that Fresno High only has one timeout left, but the way they've been moving the ball, that may not be needed. The Rough Riders have got to come up with something here.
You got trips, backside again.
Yep.
Pull it.
The Hera on a keeper. Brought down for about a 2-yard gain.
I tell you, if that quarterback ever pulls that and stop, he's throwing it because their backs are coming so hard.
Well, we may be seeing that in the playoffs, too. The Warriors taking a lot of time on this. Need to get the ball snapped. I don't think they made that by much. That's Villanueva. Over the right side, maybe got a yard or two.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage, going to make it 37.
Or not. He may have got a foot on that. That's going to bring up, that is a big play if the Rough Riders could get the ball back. Not going to be a lot of time left. Fresno High seems to be in no hurry at all right now. Minute and 38 seconds left in the half. 34-13, Warrior lead. And the Hera, he's going to be sacked.
Timeout Roosevelt.
And Rough Riders stop the clock. First time they've really got pressure on the Hera.
Brenton Bodo with the sack.
Burying for a loss.
I would not kick the ball to Roosevelt guy deep. I'll just kick it out of bounds. I'll take my losses right here. Because if they run this back, it's going to be a ball game.
And now that we have a timeout in Fresno High, in their game against Hoover, Danny, earlier in the season, they were ahead 28-0 at the half, and they thought they had the game won. Hoover scored 3 touchdowns quickly in the third quarter and made a game of it before the Warriors rebounded and ended up winning the game.
That's the play of the night, Fred. That's the play of the night.
Oh, that was a big-time catch.
I mean, as a defensive DB coach, how can you even say anything to that kid?
He did his job.
He did his job.
And sometimes it's like that. Well, you and Tony Perry were buddies, so
yes, we were.
And you knew a lot about the defensive backfield game, and a DB couldn't do anything more than that.
No. If Coach Perry was here, he would tell that young man, next time.
Yeah, next time, young man. You couldn't have done any better than you did.
Yeah, next time.
Okay, the Warriors. Punter's only back. It's a bad snap. Good punt for that. We call for a fair catch. If the Rough Riders would have had some heat on that, Danny, they could have got themselves a good break.
Fred, I'm about ready to give the MVP at halftime to the kicker. He's made all his PATs. He's kicked several in the end zone, and he just made a great play punting the ball.
Under pressure. I mean,
you got to expect that from a special teams coach. I apologize.
That's all right. Minute and 14 seconds left, as you can see at the clock at the bottom of the screen. See, it was not a good snap. It bounced in front. He was able to pick it up and get a decent kick back. The Riders still have decent field position, but that could have been a disaster. Maldonado back.
Will.
And once for the third time,
Incomplete, out of bounds.
They had an open receiver that
Second and 10.
field was just, again, a little bit too narrow. On the plus side, the play only took 4 seconds.
I think Coach Brandsetter has turned his playbook over. Whatever he had on one side, he's not going to that anymore.
Well,
he done flipped it over.
Well, with a minute and 10 seconds left, you can't really go with a ground and pound right now, and I'm surprised that the Warriors would let anybody get behind them right now.
I would go to prevent, cover 4, sit back, because everything's going deep. There's a dump.
Incomplete pass, and we have a flag on the field, and I wonder if he was pushed before the ball got there.
Penalty on the play.
Pass interference.
Yep, pass
Defense.
interference on the defense.
Pass interference against the Warriors. Gonna move that one down the field.
Well, Mr. Alberti, I've got to hand it to you. Unlike the fellow that usually does the color commentary, you haven't missed one of these penalties yet.
When you got two fans out there listening to you and watching you, you got to be careful.
I'll try and think about that.
Yeah.
Okay, first down inside of Warrior territory. Maldonado back to shotgun, back to pass. Looks, he's got a man open, but overthrows him.
Pass incomplete.
Fred, as a high school coach, that is the hardest route to cover. It's called a wheel route, and it's actually your tailback or either your running back in the backfield does an out, and it's like an out and up, and he's usually covered by a linebacker. And most linebackers cannot cover that, and Fresno High is on top of that tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, Fresno High right now, we're looking, and they're not, doesn't look like they're interested in giving up a big play here. They're pretty much just rushing a couple of men here. And once again, Maldonado's under a lot of pressure, and he just throws it away.
Incomplete, out of bounds. Gonna make it third and 10.
See, Fresno High is doing a real good disguising of that cover 1, cover 2.
Well, and Maldonado, when he gets in a position where he has to roll to his left and throw across the grain, his accuracy is really going to suffer.
Most definitely. I think, Fred, those 4 passes he missed, if those guys would have caught to the inside, we're probably looking at a tight score.
We probably wouldn't be where we're at now. 50 seconds left here in the first half. 3rd and 10 for the Rough Riders. Maldonado back to pass. And okay, goes underneath. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet temporarily. That's Armstrong again.
He broke several tackles on that one.
And he broke one of those tackles just by being patient. Let the tackle overrun him. Roosevelt quickly up to the line. The clock's moving. Maldonado's going to stop the clock.
Does Roosevelt have any more timeouts, Fred?
They have 1 timeout left.
1 timeout.
Okay, let's see this play again.
Make it second and 10.
Good time.
Maldonado showed some patience on that, Danny. He didn't panic, waited for somebody just to get a break, and was able to hit him on the run.
Well, Fresno High is doing a lot of arm tackling now, Fred, and these Roosevelt guys are playing so hard they're running right through it.
Maybe lost a little bit of intensity. It looks like the Rough Riders may have moved, and they did.
We're at 1.
Puts him back 5 yards. Now 2nd and 15. Maldonado back to pass. A little bit of a shoulder fake. Looking. Throws short. Oh, wow.
Great tackle.
And that was Perez, and he just got depleted there inside the 20-yard line, and I think he may have lost his breath on that a little bit. And right now, you get hit like that, you're struggling to breathe, and you think you're going to die for about 20 seconds. Let's see this again, Danny.
Fred, I don't know what the best way. I mean, great catch. I don't know, do you go down or you try to turn? And, in the NFL, you get fined for that.
Yeah. But most of the helmet, the shoulder pad looked like it went right into the sternum there. Boy, that really takes it out of you for a minute.
But we hope the young man is okay.
Yeah, looked like he was.
Oh, yeah, he just gave up his lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen that happen on more than one occasion. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, the last couple of times I've been in that, Danny, I've been on my knees in front of the toilet. And I have nobody to blame but myself.
But one thing about it, Fred, he's going to feel better afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's...
That's Jason Perez, and he's walking up on his own. Give him a good hand.
Yeah, I got to hand it. Let's see this one again here. There is boom. Well, he led with his shoulder, but his head was, I would have called that fine. Yeah.
But, Fred, that was a fumble.
No, he didn't have possession.
Didn't have possession?
No.
Okay,
No.
Great. And he didn't have lunch.
Well,
Well, he had lunch.
yeah, he didn't retain the pregame meal. Let's put it that way. Yeah, they're going to have to avoid going down on the 20-yard line right now. Okay, 3rd and 10, 17 seconds left in this first half. Maldonado back again, giving himself some room, and there's no one there. He had to get rid of it. He knew it was coming behind him.
4th and 15 to the Riders.
4th and 15. Do you think Coach Brensett is going to go for it?
Yeah,
probably yes.
Yeah, I don't think their kicker is quite capable of a field goal of 45 yards right now. And that's what it would be. Fresno High, yeah, they have 3 deep here. Maldonado, he's just puts it up in the air, and do we have it again? That's a touchdown.
You are kidding me.
And that is Howard again. How do you let that happen? Okay, we have a flag in the end zone.
And a cap. There was a double foul there somewhere.
Wow.
Fred, I'm impressed with these quarterbacks, the way they're throwing the ball tonight to these receivers.
Yeah, and he put it there, but, he just threw it up. Howard he ran, and the focus that he showed bringing that in. Okay, now officials, let's skip a little, tea and cookies, make the call, and let us play these last 5 seconds.
I mean, Fresno High gave up, 14 points in the last 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Maybe less than that.
Okay, the touchdown's good.
Dead ball.
Okay. Sportsmanlike conduct on the Rough Riders. After the play, it'll be assessed on both teams. It'll be offset.
Offset. I didn't see any of that, Fred. Did you?
No, I didn't see a thing. But when you have a catch like that, that captivated our attention.
Right.
Now Coach Marquez isn't very happy. He's coming to get some clarification. Danny, this has been one of the longest halves I can remember.
and just think there's another one after this.
Yeah.
But Fred, overall, it's been a great game. Great high school game.
Well, Bullard's up 21-7 on Edison at the half, and Hoover's shutting down McLean 20-0 at the half.
They're still alive, Tigers. They're still alive.
Ball's down. The kick is up, and it is good.
After the point is good to go with 5 seconds remaining in the first half.
Okay, Danny.
Warriors 34.
This one time for just a squib kick now. Don't give him anything big. Roosevelt's scheduled to get the kickoff for the second half. We have ourselves a football game now.
Roosevelt got everything in their favor right now. You were down by, what, 30? You
Down
come
by
back,
27.
now you're only down by 14. You got momentum. You get the ball back. I'm sure Coach Branstad is over licking his chops right now going, my boys, they're back.
Yep, we're still in this game. And Coach Marquez, he saw this happen, as we mentioned earlier, against Hoover, where they had a 4-touchdown lead at the half and let the Patriots back in the game and came close to letting the Patriots tie them up before they regained themselves. So they have a little bit to talk about, too. Sometimes hard to get the momentum back. And, well, Hayes kicks it long, and we'll see what happens here. Well, they were able to bottle them up, and that's going to be the last play of this first half.
That's actually Roosevelt's best special teams tonight.
Yep. Best play they had. And the Rough Riders, the coaching staff's waiting for everybody to get out there to see who goes to the locker room first here. Okay. All right, that's the end of the first half. We're going to be doing a recap of the first half as the Warriors get to go to the locker room first. All right. Well, we saw a little bit of everything tonight, Danny.
Yes, we have.
You know, Fresno High came out, first time they had the ball, 2.5 minutes, they went down, scored. Roosevelt tied the game quickly with an electrifying 73-yard run by Gittens. After that, it was all Fresno High. Touchdown after touchdown. They had a 34-7 lead, and it looked like we may be having a, an early running clock, and it didn't happen. How do you analyze this?
The great thing about what I love about Roosevelt, they never gave up. They just keep fighting. That's always been a tradition over there. And again, this is a great high school football game tonight.
Well, okay, what I see going now, the Rough Riders coming out, they have the ball the second half. If they can get dominating the line of scrimmage, which they've always been able to do on offense, well, not always, but this season, get that power football. If they can get within one score of the lead, Fresno High's going to start having doubts. And they're probably starting to have doubts right now. And that's where you don't want to be. They need to stop Roosevelt right off the bat, nip this in the bud, and get back to what they were doing.
Keep it simple, Coach Joe. Keep it simple.
Okay, and with that, we're going to go to our halftime break. The score, Fresno High 34, Roosevelt 20. We're at halftime.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows? Maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it. First impression. My way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Hey guys, how are you today?
Good.
I'm here to talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I bring the Halo world to life.
Is that you?
That is me. I wasn't a math genius and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things.
I want your job.
I want about my job.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
What if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow. My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend. I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows? Maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it. First impression. My way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I bring the Halo world to life.
Is that you?
That is me. I wasn't a math genius and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things.
I want your job.
I want you to have my job.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
What if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow.
My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows? Maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Welcome back to Ratcliffe Stadium. We're about to start the second half of action between Fresno High and Roosevelt. This game for the supremacy of the NYL. Fresno has a 34-20 lead. And Danny, we saw almost two different ball games there. The last 5 minutes of the half, Roosevelt suddenly came alive. And if they can do something with their first possession here, we could have a whole different ball game.
I'm very impressed on the fight in Roosevelt. I mean, it was 34-7, and they just made this great comeback. But I think the key to this game will be the second half. If Fresno High can hold them this first possession, I think the momentum will go back to Fresno High. But again, at the end of the night, it's a great high school football game.
And that's what we're here for. We like to see this. We love the action and we love the intensity of this. But Roosevelt, they looked like they were dead in the water. They were down 34-7. Nothing was going right, and everything was coming up aces for the Warriors. And when the Rough Riders got that touchdown with 5 seconds left in the half, it just electrified their sidelines. And here's some of the first half highlights. That's Fresno High's first touchdown, and here we're going to see Roosevelt's 73-yard run by Gittens, and he just outran everybody, and so the game was tied at 7. And then Fresno High just got 4 straight touchdowns.
Again, Fresno High, first 5 possessions they scored on.
Yeah.
And they only had really one bad series that I could think of to where it looked like they were about to fold.
There's Villanueva going in for another touchdown. There's Gittens again. Another shot of his touchdown run.
I think the track coach need to be watching this.
And here's Maldonado throwing deep and overthrows his receiver. And there's that touchdown right at the end of the half by Howard.
That was my play of the half, Fred. I don't know what's going to be the second half, but that was the play of the half.
Oh, that was just such a catch. Okay, this is the one that gave him first down. Nope, that was the incomplete pass with a pass interference. That gave him the first down. And here we go again.
And there goes lunch.
Yeah, there's her.
There's go lunch.
That was her upchuck
Pre-game
play of the first half. And there we go. And both teams getting ready, coming out on the field. The Rough Riders will be receiving, and they will be going from north to south on your TV screen and in person. A lot of noise in this rivalry game now.
And Fred, I'm looking around. No one has left the game.
Yeah, we have a good crowd. If this would have been,
the crowd is still here.
If this would have been at Sunnyside or at McLean, the stadium would have been full. Yeah, the Warriors, who had everything going for them the last couple of minutes of the half, they need to make a good defensive stand, try and regain the momentum, and Roosevelt just the opposite. They want to build on what they got the last couple of minutes to get themselves back into the game.
I wouldn't kick it deep. I'm sorry, I wouldn't kick it deep.
All right.
Pooch kick around the 20, that'll do it.
Kicked it deep. I believe that's Ross. It is going to the outside. And he's up over the 30-yard line. Good field position for the Rough Riders. Better than they had in the first half. One of our highlights of the first half was the looked like a broken water main down about the 25-yard line, 25 or 30-yard line, and we have a real wet spot down there.
Well, hopefully don't let the kids go that way going out of bounds.
Yeah.
Or a coach. I don't want to see a coach go down either.
That'd be more fun. Okay, first down for the Rough Riders at the 33. Handoff, and this is Gittens again, and he cuts back, and he's got good yardage up past midfield, and he still has the ball. Breaks a tackle, and he's down inside the 30-yard line. Almost a 40-yard gain for DeJohn Giddens.
And he ran it to the right side.
Imagine that.
Saving tackle made by Jermaine Fuller.
Fred, that was a nice high school run right there.
That was a good run.
Nice run.
Warrior 27-yard line.
He had some good blocks, and then he did a lot of that on his own once he broke. First and 10, the ball at the 27-yard line of Fresno High.
Draw play, right side.
Giddens goes down hard after a gain of about 4 yards.
Behind Giddens for a couple up the middle. Pick up 4. They'll make it 2nd and 6 for Roosevelt.
Second down, 6 yards to go. Maldonado back to pass, has a man open. And just a short gain there. He got about 3 on that. It's still going to be third down and a long 2 yards to go. That pass was to Becerra.
I think they might be going to Howard on this play. They were 2 for 2 last time.
Well, third down and 1. May want to gamble with that. And yeah, he does have single coverage. No, they're big defensive play for the Warriors. That lost 2 yards. That's going to bring up a fourth down and about 3.
He's going to Howard. He's going to have to go to Howard.
Big defensive play for the Warriors.
Please get this corner some help over here.
Okay, fourth down, and let's call it 4 yards to go.
That's going to be a tough 4 yards, Fred.
Yeah, Maldonado under center.
There it is, bootleg.
Maldonado's got some room, and he's going to take it himself. He's inside the 10, and he's going in for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, Maldonado, he rolled out, and he was waiting to throw, and we'll see this again. He was waiting, and then just broke in. Followed his blocks. Nice block there. Right at the goal line, he's in. We have a Warrior down on the field, it looks like. Nope, that was not a Warrior. That was number 2. That was Armstrong.
Fred, I didn't see how he got hurt on that play.
Is he the one that made the block that pretty much freed him into the end zone? He
yes,
may have got
he
his
did.
May have got his clock run there.
Looked like the white cap is not too comfortable with him getting up, Fred. He could have a slight concussion or something.
Yeah, they took his helmet's off, but he's got it in his own hand. Armstrong coming off. Oh, yeah. Just killed a fly on their monitor. They really get slow when the weather cools off. Okay, we have Tobar in to kick. Howard holding the ball snapped. It's down.
Oh, my God. And it's good.
It's good. It's kind of a slow-pitch softball kind of a kick, wasn't it? So now the Rough Riders got 3 straight touchdowns now. 9:52 left in this third quarter. We'll see this again. Maldonado just tucks it and runs. See if we can catch this. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he got it. Made a nice block, but he paid the price for it. And we have some scores here. Bullard's taking control of the game with Edison. It's 28-7 midway in the third quarter out at Sunnyside. Hoover's leading McLean 35-14 over at McLean, and shockingly, Sanger's up on San Joaquin Memorial 19-14 in the third quarter, which really surprises me. We can see the lights from there. Ball taken about the 14-yard line. Roosevelt was able to contain Gonzalez. Warriors have the ball just about the 30-yard line. Now, Danny, the Warriors, when they got the ball back after Roosevelt got it to within 3 touchdowns, they played real cautious with it, and the Rough Riders got the ball back and scored. Now, let's see what the Warriors offense can do, because Roosevelt really hadn't been able to stop them. 6 possessions and 5 touchdowns.
True.
Let's see if they can keep this up. Ball pitch to Villanueva, and he's run out of bounds after a short gain.
Option to the weak side of the field.
Yeah, at halftime I talked to a couple of the Warrior coaches that were up here in the press box, and they were a little nervous worrying about what just happened.
And it happened.
Yeah. 2nd and 9.
Pull it.
Wow. Another one. That's Villanueva again. Went right into the teeth of the Roosevelt defense. Didn't get much.
Late flags on the play.
Red flags.
Flag on the play.
Face mask. Gotta be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Dead ball. Personal foul.
Personal foul.
On the Rough Riders after 2 good defensive plays. Wow. Well, you make 2 good defensive stops on that.
In front of the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Big break for the Warriors. They really needed that. Let's see if they can capitalize on that break.
Trips left. Single coverage backside. No safety on top. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is.
He got hit right when he threw. But he had a lot of time, Danny. He had his men.
He had a lot of open field in front of him, too.
Yeah, if he would have tucked it and run, he could have got good yardage on that.
because they were running a cover one in the corner, chase the receiver because the receiver ran a drag route, left the backside wide open.
But he was still, and he was about to get hit from behind. Just it delayed his thought for a little bit. Lost opportunity. 2nd and 10. 9:15 left in this third quarter. Back to pass again, and wow. Incomplete, and I don't know where that was going.
Incomplete pass, intended for Julian Diaz, late flag on the play.
Another flag on the play.
Another flag.
If that's against Roosevelt, coach, we're going to have issues here.
And right now, a couple of Roosevelt coaches on the sidelines are looking with disgust.
Interference.
And it is.
Pass interference on the Rough Riders.
Pass interference against the Rough Riders.
Their defense is looking half decent, and then just penalties it should not be. Come on.
Then give the Warriors another first down. The ball is spotted at the 39-yard line. First and 10 Warriors.
The second time this drive's been kept alive by penalties. And the Harris stepping up, and he's going to be brought down after a short gain. It looked just like a quarterback delay there for a moment. I don't know if that was what was intended.
Well, he's getting a lot of push up front. The D-line is is actually whooping Fresno High O-line this series here. So hopefully you can run a draw play and get underneath that and it's open field. But I'm still licking my chops. I see this backside post, single coverage, double move, wheel route, and
That was a good defensive play by Howard. Not only catching touchdown passes, he just saved a big play for the Rough Rider defense. Well, he made a big play. So 3rd and long once again. Okay, Nahara drops back.
Screen.
It's like a little screen.
Middle screen.
And the Rough Riders were waiting for that. That's going to be a loss of about a yard. And
4th down.
Picked up by the Riders.
Right now, I think the Warriors should punt the ball away. It's 4th down, and they could really pin the Rough Riders back. You know, you really don't want to punt the ball away, though, when you're on the other team's 38-yard line.
I wouldn't punt it.
Okay.
Backside post.
4th and 9.
Turn. Oh, no.
Nahara rolls to the left, passes the ball, and it's
caught
complete. Nice catch. That was Isaiah Gonzalez again.
Great catch, Isaiah.
Touchdown, Warriors.
Fred, I'm starting to see that fight back in the Warriors.
Well, they're going back to after Roosevelt shot themselves in the foot a few times. The Warriors got some confidence. Getting a first down on 4th and 9 is going to give them more. Getting a handoff to Villanueva, and he is met in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Somebody definitely missed their assignment on that.
And I was just going to say, Fred, looked like Roosevelt D-line was tired, but evidently they're not.
Yeah, we saw a couple of the hands on the hips a minute ago. When you convert a couple of first downs on penalties, and then you get something like that on a 4th down, it can take the wind out of you. And there's that first down pass.
Again, great catch by that kid.
Yeah, Gonzalez got some good hands. Back to pass to Hera again. He's going deep. He's got his man beat, and it's a touchdown for the Warriors.
Catch.
Caught it in for the TD.
One-hand catch.
That was Cameron Brown bringing that in with one hand.
67 points.
We've still got 7 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Kick is up, and it is no good.
Kick is no good. So with 7 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the third quarter, the score is Warriors 40, Rough Riders 27.
Well, Danny, the Warriors, they were very fortunate to have their drives extended on really stupid penalties.
Two back-to-back.
But then when they converted on a 4th and 9, and then they get the touchdown again, okay, they've still got to be a little bit cautious, but that gave them a little bit of breathing room.
Well, I tell you one thing, Fresno High is not just going to give this to Roosevelt. I see it right now. I see the fight a little bit, it's kind of a little fire going, thanks to the help of Roosevelt, and we still got a ball game here.
Yeah, you cannot give penalties away. This surprises me about Roosevelt because this has been a very well-disciplined football team throughout the season, and they have stubbed their toe several times with these. Flores' kick goes deep. Misses Ross again, and
he's out of there. Oh, the kicker.
Wow.
Power to the kicker.
Oh, that was Chambers again, and Danny, being a former kicker plus skill player, enjoys watching the kicker be the last line of defense and bring his man down. Yeah, let's see that again, Danny. How often do you see a kicker bring down someone that skilled when he's just about to break it? That's Chambers.
Look at that great technique. Look at it. Just grab the guy and hang on for help.
And pulled him down. Wow. He's going to love watching that over and over again. Okay, Maldonado looking. His receiver got turned around. That's just going to fall incomplete.
I'm sure that's not the kicker first tackle this season. He looked good to me.
Looked like a natural there, didn't he?
Yeah. For about like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
That's all.
Maldonado lined up to center, goes back. The ball's to Gittens, and he's going to get stopped after about a gain of 2. Fresno High collapses on that nicely.
Leon Gittens picked up a couple. Ball front of the 39-yard line.
Well, they're going to call that a 3-yard gain up to the 39-yard line. 3rd down and 7 for the Rough Riders.
I'll say Roosevelt looked a little confused on this play. This must be something they don't normally run.
Back to pass. Overthrows has had a man wide open at the 35-yard line, and Danny's just going nuts next to me here. How did he not pick that up? He had his man open, too, across the middle. Would have given him first down yardage, and he was badly overthrown.
No, he would have gave him a touchdown. Well,
if he would have hit the man at the 40, that was a touchdown. But his intended receiver would have had first down yardage, and now the Rough Riders are in the inevitable position of giving the ball back to Fresno High, who scored touchdowns on 6 of their 7 possessions. And again, virtually no rush by
Don't let the
Fresno
ball
High.
hit.
And
he's out of there, Fred. Oh!
Just gets tripped up. I think he looked like he tripped over 70. And got the ball back up near midfield.
Ball inside that the 46-yard line. First and 10 Warriors.
Okay, Danny, question here. Fresno High's putting no pressure at all upon the kick. How come he doesn't wait to punt it? Give his guys a chance to get down there if there's going to be no pressure on him, or maybe fake like he's going to run it and get them going, make them commit themselves. I mean, they're just playing for fakes all the way, or for the run back. There's no pressure at all.
Evidently, the coach must have seen some on tape where Roosevelt does a lot of fake punts.
Must have. Okay,
Run it.
There's Nahara, and he almost breaks it. Still falls forward for a couple of yards.
I think Coach Joe has opened up his playbook again.
We have a Rough Rider lineman that's down. Looks like he's maybe holding a knee. The score, Fresno 40, Roosevelt 27, 5 minutes and 39 seconds left in this third quarter. Okay, we're going to see this return again. Okay, the kick's been made. So the drive has a good lane. I saw what could have been a block in the back that was definitely missed out on the breaks of the game. Still have a Rough Rider down on the field. Can't quite see who it is.
One of the interior linemen. Hopefully this young man is okay.
Initially he was on his knees, but now he's all the way down on his stomach now. That's never a good sign.
Usually when I'm on my stomach, Fred, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's moving around a little bit. It doesn't look like he's very comfortable. Well, you have trainers on both sides down there working on him.
It's great to see head coach of Roosevelt, Coach Brent Setter, out on the field too.
Yeah, he's really connected with these young men. This is his first year at Roosevelt. They've won 7 games. Might be able to do something in the playoffs, although this game isn't over yet.
Looked like 50. Looked like he got hit by his own man. 52.
Yeah. Is that 52 that's down?
Yes.
Okay, that's Prince Mendodo.
Well, from the replay, it looked like he got speared in the back of the head by his own player.
All right, he's up.
Thank God that young man's up walking.
That's always a good sign. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Prince is going off the field slowly, but on his own power, which is a good sign. Well, he's getting help. Let's see this again.
There's 52 on
Over
top.
The
Look, and the guy came through. Number 9.
Yeah, he went right into a knee.
Yeah.
Well, things are back to normal over at Memorial. Memorial now has a 35-19 lead on Sanger after being down 19-7.
There go the brackets.
Yeah. Have you got any word on that Tulare Western game? 2 undefeated teams. I think that's for the bell down there in Tulare, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Fred.
And nobody's come close to touching either one of those teams this year. The winner of that's going to be the number 1 seed in Division II, guaranteed. Oh, and this is Reynolds again. We hadn't seen him for a while. Bruising back. That's going to bring up a 3rd and a long yard to go. The 45-yard line. Danny's trying to run down a score for us.
Sorry about that, Fred.
Oh, that's all right. 3rd and 1, and this is Villanueva, and he's stripped of the ball, and the Rough Riders have it. He had gotten first down yardage, looked like he was heading for the end zone. Ball stripped out, first big turnover of the night.
Ross of the Rough Riders recovers the fumble.
Let's see this again. Villanueva just takes the ball, cuts through, and he's stripped at the last minute. Couldn't see which Rough Rider got his hands in and tore the ball out. A huge break for Roosevelt if they can convert. 4 minutes and 46 seconds left in this third quarter.
Empty backfield.
Gittins in motion.
Wheel route backside.
Okay.
And nope, comeback route. Oh, nice catch, young man.
That was Daniel Delatorre, made a nice catch, had company, and still fought his way for another yard after the catch. It's going to be
9 yards. 9 yards reception.
Yes. And second down, a yard to go. Delatorre did a good job. He took some pad after he caught that.
Left side.
That's Gittins again. Got past an initial tackle, got a first down, and about 4 more after that. Inside Warrior territory, the ball looks like it's going to be marked at about the 47-yard line. Oh, timeout on the field.
Timeout called by the Rough Riders.
Misalignment.
Yep. We'll see that last pass here, Danny.
Warriors 40, Rough Riders 27. Hey, we got those snap balls
back.
So help them out. Get yourself
Nice catch. Nice arm tackling.
Well, you're right, Danny. Some of these tackles, and I'm not complaining, I like it, but I think they may have been called in college or the NFL, but I'm glad they don't call them. I mean,
right.
that's not, to me, that's not dangerous play.
Right,
that's just good, hard football. Roosevelt had to take a timeout. Coach Brandstetter did not like the way things looked, but you don't like burning your timeouts in the third quarter like that.
Especially when you're behind.
Yeah.
Some is telling me that Coach Brandstetter is going to use the tight end. You know, he's a tight end at Fresno State, and they haven't went to that guy at all tonight. And I think that's going to be a crucial mark. Actually, there he's doing a drag route.
Oh, man, he's got a man open, and that's another Rough Rider touchdown, and that is Howard again. I think we know who the player of the game is, Danny, for the Rough Riders. Wow.
The quarterback.
I don't know, though. Howard's couple of those catches he's made on his own, that was just perfect. What a combo that was. Magdaleno just put it up, and Howard caught it almost in stride.
Fred, I could have caught that.
Oh, I would have said I would have caught it too, but I still would have been at the 40-yard line.
I would have caught it, and I would have went off the field.
Okay. Okay, that brings it to a 7-point game with the extra point coming up. The ball's snapped, it's down, kick is up, and it's good.
It's good.
And we look at the scoreboard, and the Roosevelt Rough Riders have closed it within 6 points with 3 minutes and 41 seconds left in this third quarter. What a football game. Big Joe Shy, the line coach for the Rough Riders, is patting his men as they come down off the field. Joe Shy he's one of those guys, you can't miss him on the sidelines when you're like 6'8", and he's even lost weight, and he's still huge. He's just a big human being. That shaved head helps. Here's that replay again, and here is Howard. He just right there for him.
I told you, Fred, I could have caught that.
Well, for a man your age, Danny, you've kept in good shape all of these years. Not like quite what it was 40 years ago, but again, not bad. You're looking good.
But you notice I only said it one time tonight.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
All right, Tober getting ready to kick off. And we're having a little pooch kick. It's going to come down about the 25-yard line. That looked like Jordan Perez Bringing the ball back up for the Warriors to about the 35, reinforcing why I don't like pooch kicks. Good field position for the Warriors. They were driving on their last possession until they had the ball stripped. I'm not even going to say big possession because at this stage of the game, when you're within a touchdown either way, they're all big.
They're all big.
That was Villanueva again. Looks like about a 5 or 6 yard gain. He looks like he's
not
getting up pretty slow here. He wants to walk it off. He doesn't want to come off the field.
4-yard pickup making 2nd and 6 for Fresno High.
2nd down and 6.
How can you not attack the middle of the field? It's wide open. The safeties are bailing every play. There we go.
Once again.
And he's out of there.
Villanueva again, and he is gone for a touchdown.
Touchdown Warriors!
He got up slow and took it 61 yards for a touchdown.
I'm finna say, Fred, wasn't he the kid that was just hurt?
Yeah. Got up limping a little bit, wanted to stay on the field, and he took a handoff and goes 61 yards. Once again, gave the Warriors some breathing room. Let's see this again. He was untouched. We got Flores in for the extra point. Ball's down, snapped.
No good.
And that's way off to the left. 2 in a row there, Danny.
Well, if I was a head coach, I think we'd go for 2 next time.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 extra points missed and 2 of them in a row is not a good sign. He looked real good right off the bat.
34.
2 minutes and 47 seconds left in this third quarter. We have 80 points scored in this game. I didn't see that coming at all. I figured we were going to have like a 24-19 game, something along those lines.
I think Tulare Union beat Tulare Western 35-14, Fred.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a huge surprise. I thought Western might win the game. Wow, Bullard's really putting it on your Tigers, Danny. It's 42-7 late in the fourth quarter. And Bullard, although this is only their 4th win of the season, this is cliche-like because you are what your record says you are, but they had 3 of those games that were real close to going the other way. I wouldn't want to meet Bullard in the playoffs right now.
Well, the way it looked right now, we might be meeting them in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, Edison's did themselves a big disservice. They're going to get a lower seed now. Okay, the Rough Riders bring the ball back just over the 25-yard line. That was Jason Perez.
Jason Perez returns it to the...
Nope, the Rough Riders need 74 yards to go to get back within the score.
26-yard line.
I'm looking at the body language of Fresno High, and it's still the same, Fred, that it was the first half. Nobody's really got this game locked in like they really think they're going to win. So I like the fight.
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. That's Howard again, my God.
Okay, Fred, you can give him the MVP then.
74 yards.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Rough Riders!
Oh, somebody may need 60 points to win this game, Danny.
Howard on that
Let's see this again. Maldonado just goes back, airs it up. How does he get that open, Danny?
Well,
5 yards. At what point do you not have somebody just try and jam him at the line of scrimmage?
Well, what I would do, I would run a cover 2, put a guy in front of him and one behind him, which means one on top, one on the bottom, and there's no way you can beat them.
Extra point is up, and it is good. And look at the scoreboard. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Fresno High 46, Roosevelt 41. Man.
Fred, this seemed like that mano.
Yep.
I mean, just let it go. You be an athlete, you go get it. Not just that. Look at the time that the Roosevelt quarterback has. He's probably threw over 300 yards tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
300, 5 touchdowns?
So he got 5 touchdowns tonight. That's Howard's fourth.
Yeah, at least 4, and I'm sure he threw another one somewhere down the road. So
yeah, they've got 5 touchdowns in the air and 1 on the ground, I guess. I think. Well, at my age, it's been so long now I don't remember. This is a long game. Let me check this. Yeah, this is a long football game tonight for high school. Remember those old Clovis East games that were over in about an hour and a half with that double wing where they never passed the football?
Well, there's been a lot of flags thrown tonight, too.
That is a fact. Okay. Ball kick. Back to the 12-yard line. Oh. That was Gonzalez again on the return. No, it wasn't. That was Julian Diaz on the return.
The remaining forward brings it back to about the 25-yard line.
That's going to be first down for the Warriors at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now, the last 2 plays went for 61 and 74 yards, Danny. I don't think we can continue that.
No.
There's Villanueva again, and he gets to the outside. He's going to get a gain of about 11 yards and a first down.
I'm sure he has over 200 yards rushing.
I hear the Warriors cheerleaders down here yelling defense, defense. It ain't happening tonight. Save their breath on that.
Warriors at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, why would you be yelling defense when your team has the ball?
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, Fred. Are you against your team?
Yeah. Sometimes you don't follow it too careful. First and 10.
Well, I guess the cheerleaders out there ran white tonight.
Could be. Be 5 yards. Warriors had some movement right before the ball was snapped.
Fred, I think is that like one of the first or second flags against Fresno High tonight? Because they didn't have a lot of penalties.
Not too many. They did have a double penalty. Well, 2 penalties in 1 play earlier on, but they've been playing it pretty disciplined tonight. First and 15.
Oh my God.
Fake handoff. He's got his man beat down here again, but it's picked off by Roosevelt. The ball is a little bit underthrown, and Damian Ross is able to take it away.
Wow.
Second turnover for the Warriors. Okay, we're going to see this again. Pass just a little underthrown. Ross pretty much tucked that in with one hand, too. Nice interception. First down for the Riders at their own 32-yard line. Back to pass, Magdaleno.
Wide open.
Ball's a little bit short.
Oh.
That is Becerra. Did they rule that complete?
We had a couple kids throwing punches at each other.
Where's this?
They missed it. Fisher just sent the Roosevelt kid out. Here come the Fresno High kid out.
Okay. I was looking, when you said throwing punches, I was looking in the stands.
Oh, no. They're throwing high fives in the stands.
Okay, all right. Okay, I guess they just set them off to cool off for a bit.
That's good. I'm glad they didn't throw them out.
Yeah,
that's
too.
Great.
Okay, that was a complete pass, only a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, but they need to get somebody on this kid here. I mean, come on. Left side.
Well, that's Gittens again.
Yeah.
He was hit at the line of scrimmage. He was able to fight forward for a couple of more yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 3 yards to go.
Pick up 3 on the play, ball by the 39-yard line. 3rd, 3.
Something else I like, Danny, is how the Rough Riders, they don't just walk up to the line of scrimmage. Usually, they're showing some enthusiasm when they come up. Here's Gittens again, hits to the outside, and he's got some yardage again. He's first down up across midfield and into Fresno High territory at the 48-yard line.
First down, Riders.
I can't remember that sports announcement. Right now, you know what he would say? Old Nelly. Which means that it's going to be a great game.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I think USC used to say that when
Keith Jackson.
Correct, Fred.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, we're talking about my time now, and that's going to be the last play of this 3rd quarter. And a look at the scoreboard. Fresno High 46, Roosevelt 41, but they are driving.
Fresno High Warriors 46, Roosevelt High School Rough Riders 41.
Well, Danny, when they only have to change from the 48-yard line, move the ball for 4 yards. It's not like going from the 5 to the 5. Yeah, Keith Jackson, he used to call the featured game on ABC TV, and I used to love those. And although I have a big problem with college football, with all the I'm going to just call it for what it is, rampant corruption, exploitation, on and on. But I love sitting in front of my TV from 9 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning, pretty much till I go to bed, watching football games. You get all of these channels, you always have 4 or 5 games going on at once, and out of that, you're guaranteed to have at least one good one.
One good one.
And when you see these teams out of the Southeastern Conference, you know, Alabama and Auburn and LSU, Georgia, oh, that's some football. You see that interception again?
Great position by the corner. You got to punch that out of there. Come on, 1-9. Punch that out of there.
Well, Ross just wanted it. Okay, final 12 minutes to go here. 46-41, Fresno High.
I think I've only seen one person leave, Fred.
All right. Yeah, and when it was 34-7, you know, there was a chance of a big exodus.
That means we're going to have a problem getting out of here tonight.
Well, I'm just going to wait it out a little bit. I'm going to go over and listen to the scoreboard show that Nick and Jason have on ESPN Radio 940. I know Nick was encouraging people to just turn it on the TV, but turn the dial down and flip on the radio. And my response to that, just shut the radio off altogether and just watch TV and turn the volume up.
Sounds great to me.
Yep. And a penalty on Fresno High. 5 yards, 1st and 5 for the Rough Riders. Empty backfield temporarily until now. Giddens comes back, pass back to Magdaleno, hangs off to Giddens, goes over the right side.
Right side.
First down yardage plus some, and we have penalty flags down. And Danny, what would you guess that penalty is going to be?
Give me about 1 second. Against Roosevelt, O-line holding.
Okay. Odds are good.
Holding penalty against the Rough Riders.
You're still 100%. Yeah, like I'm not going to say 9 times out of 10 on that. When you see a flag going there, make it 19 out of 20. Every now and then you might have an inadvertent face mask, but for the most part, you're going to have a holding penalty there. And because it was a spot foul, and it was 1st and 5, it's now going to be 1st down and 12. Not terrible. Sometimes those penalties can be devastating.
So I'm saying, Brandsetter's going to open up this book. We're going deep here. 12 been beating them all night, single coverage. Let's go back to him.
He's giving messages here to Brian Roberson, former Fresno State star, more recently head coach at McLean, and relays the message in. He and Coach Brandstetter and Joe Shy were all teammates at Fresno State. A little swing pass out.
Swing. And don't go.
Gittens, and he is going nowhere.
Screen play off the left side, well covered.
Alonzo Pollard for Fresno High came in and really made his presence known on that tackle.
That young man has had a great game tonight.
Second down, a loss of 1 on that. Oh yeah, Pollard came down and he really...
nice tackle.
Just what you want. He's been slowed down and he is open for a hit. Once again, that's Howard up at the...
First down.
Yeah, down at the 38. It's going to be real close to first down yardage. Yeah, that moved the chains.
Good enough for a Rough Rider first down. Ball was put at the 38-yard line. First and 10 for Roosevelt.
Okay, under center. Pass again. That's Giddens, and he's met in the backfield. Second time in a row they've sniffed that one out. Oh, and it's the final there from Sunnyside. Bullard just destroyed the Edison Tigers 42-7. And after Edison's big win against Sanger last week, I think they really thought that they were going to go in, beat Bullard, and get some momentum going into the playoffs. Now they're going to be dragging into the playoffs.
Fred, I must say I agree with you.
Okay, Magdaleno back to pass. Throws it short, and it's going to be close to first down yardage. That's Craig Armstrong again. It's going to be just short. Or is he? Yeah, he's going to be short by less than a yard. Third down and 1, 9 minutes and 32 seconds left in this football game. Unless we go overtime, and that's a quarterback sneak for Maldonado, and he takes it up for about a 5-yard gain to the 24-yard line. We have a Rough Rider lineman, a little slow getting up.
It's been a tough night for him.
Yep. Well, just took a deep breath. So, all right, we can do this again. First down for Roosevelt. That clock should have been moving as soon as they set the chains. The clock's been sit still for about 15 seconds there. Somebody's been asleep. That shouldn't be happening. Back to pass, Maldonado. He's under pressure. He's going down.
Going down.
That's going to be a loss of about 7 yards. It could have been worse than that. Thought for a minute he may be in a position to have the ball knocked out.
By Antonio Barajas.
Now ball back at the 30-yard line, going to be second and 16.
Ball back to the 30-yard line.
Let's see this again.
Nice play action. No one's open. Oh my God.
Well, he pulled that down just in time.
Just in time.
Okay, second and 6, empty backfield. Here comes Gittens again.
Right side.
Right side, he's got some yardage. He's down inside the 20, down to about the 15-yard line. Gain of about 14 yards. Boy, that Giddens takes some pounding tonight, doesn't he?
Up the middle and passes the ball to the 16-yard line.
I would like to see the stats on these running backs tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be some nice yards per carry, isn't there?
Yes.
Roosevelt hustles back to the line.
Quarterback keep.
Good line surge, gets about 4 yards.
Picks up about 5. It'll be first down for Roosevelt. Ball started on the 10-yard line. First and goal, Roosevelt.
All right at the 10. First and goal, it looks like. They're not going to have any margin for a first down. And they're really moving the ball right now. 7 minutes and 47 seconds left as Roosevelt breaks a huddle. Maldonado.
And your mismatch. He's looking over, and it's what they want, single coverage. You better get over there, safety. Right side.
Giddens looks like he is hitting the backfield, spins instead of a yard loss. He gets the ball just inside the 5-yard line. Ball at the 5, gain of 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Second down and right at 5 yards to go before the goal line. Roosevelt breaks a huddle. And time is called on the field. I don't see a flag. Looks like a Warriors coming off. Being replaced, I don't know what brought that on.
Yeah, lost me on that one too.
2 men in the backfield. It's a pitch here to the left side. That's going to be Giddens again. He may have some room. No, he's
great tackle, number 9. Way to come up.
Nice open field tackle. Looked like Giddens was getting ready to go into the end zone, and that was King that came up.
No loss of 1 on the play.
Third down and goal from the 6-yard line. Less than 6.5 minutes left to go. And Fresno High has made a pretty good defensive stand these first 2 plays here. Let's see what happens.
Good and left.
Well, stop at your play. Coach Marquez calls a timeout here for Fresno High.
Fresno High. So with 6 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the game.
Okay, let's see a replay here of that last play. When Giddens got the ball, it looked like he may have been going in. Oh, man.
Way to get under that.
Got underneath the block.
Got underneath it, yeah. That's what you call an athletic play right there.
Sure is. You love that stuff as a defensive coordinator. Boy, now it's getting intense. 6 minutes, 9 seconds left to go. 46-41 game. Okay. Got some more beeping here. McLean has tightened it up against Hoover, 35-31 at the end of 3. Memorial leads Sanger 34-25 with a little over 6 minutes left. Actually, there's 6:08 left in that game, 6:09 left in our game. But I got that score 10 minutes ago, so do the math. It should be just about over. Over at San Joaquin Memorial, Denny, we can see the lights. That is probably the worst lit stadium that I've seen. You know, it's almost like you're playing on an overcast day when it's the night game at Memorial.
You got to try coaching in it. Try coaching soccer in it.
Actually, I think I have, but it was 40 years ago, and it was during the day. I think you were my assistant coach at the time.
Yeah, and it was cloudy that day.
Yeah. Okay, back to pass. Magdaleno, he's running. He's in trouble. Running to the left. Throws in the end zone, and we're going to have a pass interference penalty
Pass incomplete, but a late flag comes in.
And I don't have a problem with that. It looked like there was some contact made. We'll probably see this on the replay.
I can't give that to him, Fred.
Well, we'll see it again. I don't know. Hopefully we'll have a replay on that. Okay, here's the replay. Maldonado's running out of time, goes to his left, he throws.
That's a great play, Fred.
I wouldn't have called that
That's
either.
a great play.
I'm with you. Yeah, in retrospect, I'm not calling interference on that.
All right, Stripes, the next 6 minutes, put your flags down.
Okay, now they're calling that. Okay, they moved it half the distance, but they still have third down on the yard marker here. So they're giving it to, is that a touchdown? That's Giddens, no signal
no,
yet.
He's not. No signal, 4th down.
He's down at the goal line.
At the goal line.
I mean, he's just, there's hardly any room. We have a mosquito's wing between the football and the goal line.
Let me see if I can predict this play, Fred. Quarterback keep.
Well, that's what I would call. That's what I think the Rough Riders should call. And the Warriors are going to stack everybody. They're going to stack everybody in. And there's Magdaleno.
And they stopped
Maldonado
him.
on
And
this.
it's
No!
a touchdown.
He was initially stopped. Second effort. He did not get wrapped up. They stopped him on the first two. I mean, got hit, stopped, got pushed back, kept going.
But Fred, I still haven't seen the signal of a touchdown.
Yeah,
they did.
It was signaled, yeah. And now the Rough Riders are going to go for two on this. See? Looked like he was, yeah.
Yeah.
And for the first time tonight, the Rough Riders have got the lead. And I applaud this, you know, when it's 47-46, 2 points, I don't think it's going to matter at this if you make the regular PAT go for two.
Yes. I don't think nobody came into this game wanting a tie.
No.
Yeah.
Well, with the overtime, we're not having that anyway. We have a couple of Warrior players aren't very happy here. Well, we have a Warrior player headed for the locker room, Dante Henderson. I don't know if he was ejected. Roosevelt lining up for a two-point conversion. Maldonado under center, back to pass. Throws, it's going to be incomplete. It was off of Armstrong's hands.
Extra point attempt is no good.
So 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in this very exciting football game. Roosevelt's got their first lead of the night, 47-46.
And the kicker's going to make the winning field goal to win the game.
Could happen. Fresno High on this sideline, they're still making a lot of noise, but they're somewhat stunned by this. Here's a replay here of the extra point attempt. Oh yeah, it hit him in the hands.
Yeah, you know, hit you in the hand, you're supposed to catch it.
Yeah.
Back to square one, Fred. Don't kick it deep.
Well, I'm not going to pooch kick it. If you're going to not kick it deep, I want to squib. I want it kicked on the ground. The pooch kicks, always give them the ball at the 35 or the 40.
I'll take that. I'll take that one.
This makes it more fun anyway.
Return right.
Ooh. The Rough Riders were a little bit late, but they got there in numbers. First down at the 29-yard line, and the Warriors have got some work to do.
Warriors returning to the 30-yard line.
Danny, you've been on the sidelines long enough. When you have a big lead like that, it's hard to keep that intensity going.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But there's no way you should blow a 27-point lead. And maybe they haven't yet. There's still plenty of football to be played. Wow.
And he fumbled.
Oh, the ball's fumbled out of bounds. And Villanueva did everything he could to make more yardage for the Warriors, and he is tackled. There's going to be a loss. Ball goes out of bounds. That could have been a disaster for Fresno High.
I mean, Fresno High had everything in their favor. I don't know what made the twist, Fred. I'm sitting there trying to figure out.
5 minutes, 11 seconds left. The ball stopped. The clock stopped when the ball goes out of bounds. Okay, Nahara back to pass. Snap was a little high. He's going deep. Just off the hands of Howard. Would have been an interception.
Downfield pass, incomplete.
And Nahara got leveled when he unloaded the pass, and he's down in a little bit of discomfort. He gets up to his feet. Let's see this replay again. Oh yeah, Nahara really took it when he got rid of the ball. Howard just about bought that in.
That was a Roosevelt kid that got hurt on that play.
No, that was quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, Roosevelt player did get hurt on the play. He's off the side now too.
Yes,
okay.
he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, Nahara got hit, and he was on the ground for a moment or two, and he's fine now. Wants to compete. Okay, rolls out to the right, buys himself some time. He's got an open receiver.
My God. Had an open receiver. But it wouldn't have gave him the first, Fred. It would have been a pickup maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, they had 19 yards to go on that. That was not going to be a first down. And now with we can see this again.
I think Roosevelt sent all blitz on that one.
They bought himself a little bit of time, just overthrew him. Fourth down, 19 yards to go at their own 21 with exactly 5 minutes to go in this football game.
We're punting the ball?
Well, they got 2 timeouts left, but they haven't been able to stop the Rough Riders this half. I don't think they want to go for it on 4th and 19. I'd say with 2 minutes left, yeah, maybe.
Now they got 10 guys.
Yep, get that extra man out there. Okay, and the Rough Riders have got to be real cautious here. Don't do anything stupid.
They look like they're in
too much time.
Look like they're in a prevent defense, so they're looking for the fake.
Yeah.
5-yard delay of game penalty brings the ball back to the.
Now they got out of it.
4th and 24 for the Warriors.
I wouldn't put anybody back, Coach. What's the purpose?
Yeah.
You want the ball to roll. You want the time to run.
Oh, over his head, and this is going to go out of the end zone for a safety. Well, the 2-point conversion that they didn't get is back now.
Yeah, and they get the ball back.
Yep.
That'll be a safety. 2-point and.
See a replay on this. Wow. Well, I'm going to say that Flores, the kicker, did the right thing, letting it roll out of the end zone. If he would have picked it up and tried to run it out, he was going to get swarmed over, and you're going to have to make Roosevelt go now. But the Warriors are in a bad position. They look like an Alka-Seltzer on that last one, Danny. Just poured into the water and dissolved on that last series.
Yes.
Let's see this another replay here. There it is. Oh, that was way over his head.
Again, I don't think I would have called that one.
No. Fresno High is going to have to free kick it from their own 20-yard line. The Rough Riders, barring a turnover, they're going to have the ball in good field position. Almost got carried out of bounds by the momentum, and that's Chambers trying to go to the right side. Got a block. Got a little bit more room, and he's brought down hard inside Warrior territory at about the 46-yard line.
Nice return.
We have look like we have
several kids down.
Yeah, we have 2-3 players down right now. Looks like we've got 2 Warriors and 1 Rough Rider down. See the replay on this. There's some hard hitting there at the end. Yeah, Chambers goes all the way across the field here, trying to pick up some blocks. There was one.
He ran into his player.
Yeah, and then another, one of the Warrior players got kneed in the head by one of his own men trying to go over.
And the kid is out there now. He has a cramp, so.
Well, that's one thing. Now that the weather's cooled off a little bit, we haven't seen quite as many cramps. They're in August and September. We were seeing a half a dozen of them a game. See what we have. Nothing new on the scoreboard.
All right, the player's up and walking off on his own power again. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. It's always good to see him walking off by himself. Excellent.
Number 23 on the Warriors, that'd be Gabriel Valles, is slowly coming off the field here. After that cramp, everybody else seems to be okay. 4 minutes and 44 seconds with a 49-46 game. The ball on the 44-yard line in the fourth quarter. We got a lot of 4s on that scoreboard down there, Danny.
4, 4, and 4.
Ball we call at the 44-yard line. First and 10 to Roosevelt.
And it's at the 44.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the fourth quarter.
You buy any lottery tickets lately, Fred?
I did, and I'm still here.
Okay.
Okay, first down for the Warriors coming up, and we have a stoppage of play on the field. Fresno High takes a timeout, and they're down to 1.
Timeout called by the Fresno High Warriors.
Oh, when you're in a position like this, you just don't want to burn those timeouts. Something must have been drastically wrong on that alignment.
Well, Fred, we asked for a great game. Guess what?
Hey, we got it.
We got it.
I think the officials welcomed that break too. They all had their water bottles out.
Yes. Again, 95 points. 95 points.
Never would have expected that coming in.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
You did. I thought we were going to have a much lower scoring game than that.
Not with these two OCs. They like the big plays.
That's Gittens going forward for just about 4 yards. Well, Danny, neither one of these teams have allowed anything like that. The most points Roosevelt allowed was 35. Fresno High allowed 41, but that was against San Joaquin Memorial. All of their other games have been, pretty tough defensively. It all went out the window tonight.
Well, I can tell you, Fresno High left it on the field. They didn't. I realized Roosevelt made a great run, and hope, depending on what the score is at the end, Fresno High never gave up.
Nor did the Riders after being down 27. Smither handoff to Gittens, and he's stopped for about a yard gain.
A yard. Whoa.
So it's going to.
There's still hope for Fresno High.
Oh yeah,
there's still hope.
They stop him here. Okay, this is going to be 3rd down, 5 yards to go. He may have got a yard off of that.
5, Roosevelt.
I'm thinking if I was the OC, what would I call right now?
Well, we're about to find out.
Well, we know it's a pass because it's empty backfield.
Almost.
Oh. And he can't come to the left because they haven't did anything on this side.
Until now.
What did I just say?
Big play, big stop by the Warriors.
Stop them at the line of scrimmage.
We're going to get the ball back, and Fresno High burns our last time out. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. And what that tells me, it's now or never for Fresno High. Now, do you go after the kicker on this? You go after the punt? 3 minutes?
I would.
Okay.
I would. Just based on the fact that I'm sure Roosevelt, they're not going to rush. They're not going to throw it. Plus, there's not going to be a fake. What's the worst scenario? He shank it.
Yeah.
Or it goes over his head. I mean, if I know Coach Joe, he's rolling the dice here.
That was a good defensive stand. And
that was great.
It looked like Roosevelt, okay, they may have got a little bit complacent there, played it close to the vest, but they did force Fresno High to use all of their timeouts.
Matter of fact, Fresno High just did back-to-back timeouts.
Yeah.
Wherever 12's at, we're double covering him. Wherever 12's at.
They're going for it. 4th and 5. They're not going to punt the ball away.
Ball game here.
Yep.
Ball game here.
The ball is caught. It's going to be a 1st down for the Rough Riders.
And who caught it?
Who else? That was Howard again.
1st down Riders.
1st down yardage. Warriors are out of timeouts and 3 more running plays. Let's see this one again here, Danny.
Why aren't you in cover 2?
He caught that and guy was all over him.
Yeah.
That was a good catch, key catch. 1st down at the 30-yard line.
All right, Fred, that's your MVP.
Yep.
You got it.
Yep. That was 2 touchdowns ago. Flags on the field.
2 touchdowns and a great catch.
Yeah.
Timeout called by the Rough Riders with 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the contest. For Rough Riders 49, Warriors 46.
Now Roosevelt, without a 1st down, they can't completely run the clock down, but they can get it way, way inside. And
right.
Coach Giannetta, the offensive line coach for Fresno High, is going down the steps right now, and Gio cannot be very happy. And you can tell what the Rough Rider offensive staff is saying right now. Hold on to the football, no stupid penalties. At the same time, all the Warrior coaching staff is wrap him up, try and get the ball. Howard goes to the left. Rough Riders come up. Quick snap. Giddens jumps forward after being slowed down, jumps forward for a 2-yard gain. The clock's just going to go, and the Rough Riders are going to be in no hurry. They're going to let it go down and watch the sidelines to when they need to snap the ball again. And we're going to have probably under 2 minutes to go when the ball's snapped next. 2nd down, and they're going to rule the ball was down at the 30. His knee must have touched before he made his leap. Maldonado hands off to Giddens. He's got some running room, keeps his balance, gets down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 yards to go.
behind Giddens over the left side,
I think this is a very poor spot. It looks like it cost the Rough Riders a couple of yards.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see the replay, see where he went down. Maybe they got it right. Okay. No.
They did get it right.
Well, no, he lost about a yard on that. I thought his knee went down about the 26, marked at the 27. Third down, 1 minute and 24 seconds left. Another handoff to Giddens. Going to the outside, cutting in. It's going to be close. Nice tackle by Fresno High. Stopped him about 3 yards short. It looked like he was going to have first down yardage. It's going to be fourth, but looks like about 3 yards to go.
Under a minute.
Yeah, it's going to be about 40 seconds left when the ball snapped. And the Warriors could get the ball back, but they're going to have a long ways to go and no timeouts to do it. But first off, they have to stop them here. 4th down and 3. I think Roosevelt's going to let it go down right till the last second and call a timeout. And Coach Brandstedter's right there to call a timeout. There's 26 seconds left. They're going to put 1 second left back on the clock, I would imagine.
There's 25 seconds remaining in the contest. The score is Rough Riders 49, Warriors 46. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you to please remain off the field at the end and after the game.
Okay, Danny, if you're Roosevelt, you just go with a quarterback sneak. You hand it off to Giddens and just try and get the first down.
Quarterback keep, let the clock run out.
All right.
We'll go home.
Well, with a quarterback keeper, if they don't get the first down, Fresno High is going to have about 20 seconds to run a couple of plays.
I'll bounce that sucker out right side, get the first down, go on the knee, game over.
All right. Just don't go out of bounds.
Just don't go out of bounds.
Short of the first. Maldonado under center.
And we're going to the right side.
And Fresno High stops him, so 4 seconds go off the clock. The Warriors are going to get the ball back. With 25 yards to go.
Ball started at the 25-yard line.
You know there's a possibility.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. Now let's see what adjustment Roosevelt does on defense. Are they going to put somebody back or are they going to try to press?
Well, you don't let anybody behind you.
Oh, my God.
They're back to pass.
Get out of bounds.
Oh, get out of bounds, my goodness. Well, it's going to be a first down. The clock's going to stop to move the chains. No, gain of 15 yards. They're going to have to stop the clock real quick here.
About 5 seconds.
Yep. Oh. What are they saying? 15 seconds on the clock?
Look like he says 16.
Okay, 12. We compromised, and the clock's moving slowly. That took 2 seconds off the clock. Okay, the ball's still here at the 37-yard line. 10 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 10 after the ball was spiked. Coach Brandstetter pacing the sidelines down at the 30-yard line. 20 yards off. Nahara rolling right, throwing up the midfield and out of bounds with 5 seconds left. And Danny, you're at a time now. You're going to have to go for the end zone.
Got to go for it.
Is even one of those hook and laterals right now, you may want to go in that direction, but you better have practiced it. Again, 3 Rough Rider DBs 20 yards off the line. Harris going to have to go back, go to the side. Incomplete pass. His time expired. No, there's one more play. There's one more play left. There's still 1 second left. The Rough Riders were having a premature celebration, but as soon as ball was incomplete, there's going to be 1 second left on the clock.
They put 1 second on the clock. One more play.
Double pass. Come on, Joe.
If you have a pass there, Coach Marquez, this is the time to use it. If you have a plan, 1 second left, down by 3. The ball at Fresno High's own 49-yard line.
Throw it there. There's nobody governed, nobody over there. No!
Wow.
That was a hook and ladder.
Yeah.
Congratulations to both Fresno High and
great ball game, Fred.
Danny, this has got to be, as sweet as it is for Roosevelt, this has got to be such a bitter defeat for the Warriors after having a 34-7 lead.
Yes.
Just devastating. You've been on some really depressing bus rides home. Fortunately for the Warriors, this is only a mile. Oh, brutal loss.
I don't know where the turning point was at in this game, Fred.
The turning point, I thought, was the Rough Riders getting that touchdown 5 seconds before the half.
That was it, yeah.
And that gave them hope, and they knew they belonged at that point.
I must agree.
But down 34-7 with 4 minutes left in the first half, and they were able to get one score, come back and get another one, and I see a very dejected Jet Shite slowly going down the steps here at Ratcliffe Stadium.
Yeah, no one plans to lose.
No.
Believe me, I've took that walk many times with Coach Shite.
Yeah.
And then I took a bunch of victory walks with him too.
Yeah, when you win games like that, it's just total euphoria. Okay, the final score here, Roosevelt, Fresno 49, Fresno High 46. We're going to take a quick break here, come back with a few highlights, and then wrap things up.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
And we are back. Tonight's game, Roosevelt High down 34-7. Late in the second quarter, was able to rally back, come back, win this game 49-46. We have a few highlights of the game. I guess not. Okay, so we'll wrap this up now. Oh, okay, here we do have a few replays. Here's Gittins for Roosevelt, breaking one.
The kid had a great game tonight running the ball. Runs real hard.
About a 40-yard gain, gave Roosevelt momentum. This, I think, was their first touchdown of the second half. Maldonado running. That's when he went in for his touchdown.
Quarterback keep.
Here's the Hera for Fresno High. Looking in. Key first down. That kept the drive alive for this next touchdown for the Warriors, which we're not going to see. We're seeing a punt return. Decent yardage. Fresno High did well on punt returns tonight. And here's Tahara just getting tackled when he looked like he was going to have some room. Maldonado back to pass.
Bombs away.
And, that's when he hit Dillatore there, I think. And here's going to be one of Howard's touchdown passes. Oh, that was nice.
And our player of the game.
No doubt about it. And Roosevelt was over there hugging that ugly wooden pig trophy. Hard fought, and what a way for them to win this game. They're co-champions with Fresno High for the NYL right now, but Fresno High does not feel like a co-champion. And when you're tied with a team that you beat, pretty much Roosevelt feels like they won the NYL. Fresno High just feels absolutely devastated right now, and that's going to be such a unpleasant short ride home. And Roosevelt right now, this gives them such a high. They finish the season at 8-2, going into the playoffs next week, riding some momentum. I know they're hoping for a home game now after this. They should get a decent seed in D4. Yeah, they're over whooping it up, and we're going to close out tonight again, 49-46. Roosevelt in a humongous come-from-behind win. They're on the scoreboard. First place Fresno, well, they're tied with Roosevelt. Now Roosevelt, in my opinion, is the NYL champions. Great football game. Danny Alberti, thank you very much for being with me tonight and providing all of this. And for Fred Clark, this is Danny Alberti, and with me, the CMAC Game of the Week. And thank you very much for tuning in, and good evening from Ratcliffe Stadium.
Thank you.